talk to you whenever I feel like it.
Okay, if my soul goes in the ring, is that just game over? Am I just trapped in the ring? No. How do?
No, if anything, that's more of a save.
Yeah.
Let me hold on to the ring for you.
If anyone needs it, it would
Take
be
the
him.
artificer and toss your soul in a homunculus. Make you a teapot.
You could be a genie.
It's a potion flask.
Yeah, that one is. Make a second one some point. Put a soul in it.
No.
Make you a genie. I'm afraid if you rub the thing hard enough, he might not pop out. Something will.
Yeah, you might need to put a soul on the other thing
Whoa,
after.
whoa! I don't want to hear anything about people
Okay,
rubbing and things popping out. Okay.
Then it's not a D&D game, though. If there's not jokes like that.
That is fair.
It doesn't sound like much of a joke.
But it doesn't mean I have to be comfortable.
Yeah, never.
DM is comfortable. The game is not going well.
Yeah,
the
that's
players aren't currently dying. The game's not going well.
Yeah, our games have been terrible. Well, our games have been decent so far.
Well, I mean, I did good the first night. Second night, freaking spiders.
Spiders.
We don't need to talk about it the next few nights.
Loaded up on healing potion. Smashed on you, shoved in your mouth.
Oh.
All right. Once everyone. So, does anybody else have any questions?
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Big Dargan hire us. That's it.
Big dragon dude.
It's the entire night.
Yeah, what's his name?
I'm on the last boss, sorry.
What was his name again?
Scared of Carol or something like that.
I don't think the dragon is scared of Cheryl.
No, it wasn't the dragon. It was the Dragonborn or whatever.
Yeah, they actually.
We work.
I'm gonna say Cheryl was working for him.
Renfield, was it? Lord Renfield was the person we worked for?
Renfield.
Yes.
Yeah, Renfield.
Just need a little
There we go. Now I found my notes. That's
Renfield inside of Castle Renfield.
Exactly.
I could just go back and watch a video. I'd probably
Oh, that's right. You're recording these.
Yeah, so say what you want. I really don't care.
He has video evidence that can be used against you in the court of law.
And he would use it against me in a heartbeat.
I've got video
I know.
saying I'll never get kicked from the guild, so I can never get kicked. I can leave. You can
Proficiency with the weapon just allows you to use it without having a disadvantage, correct?
Correct.
Well,
simply yes.
Proficiency with a weapon lets you add your proficiency bonus to the weapon attacks.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
But it automatically adds it.
If you have proficiency with the weapon.
If you don't have proficiency, you don't get your proficiency bonus. You get disadvantage, and it gives me more room to fuck with you.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Hold on.
This part was a curve sword.
I will be right back.
Alright.
Okay. Something that Moira said in the, I think it was I think raid chat, something about doing keys and it getting more and more fun the more she does them, and
she says they're pretty addictive, but they seem pretty addictive to her last season too.
These are getting more fun and addictive. I'm just like, no, don't ruin Mythics. I just started the season. I don't want to get bored of Mythics.
I would agree that a lot of the dungeons this season are fun ones. Like Atel Dazar, I love. It's definitely
nice.
more like dungeons. The mega dungeon actually has things to it, so that's fun when people actually know what they're doing.
I won't deny that they're actually nice this season, but we're probably gonna do enough of them that want to gouge your eyes out. So.
Maybe I would get it if it was from someone other than Noira, but like, she says they're getting pretty addictive, but she seemed just a tad addicted last season too.
I'm trying to get that hammer recipe, so I'm flying back into Waking Shores to see if he's
You're gonna force me to log in if it happens.
Were you trying to get a recipe off of?
trying to get the blacksmith hammer recipe out of the rare spawn in Waking Shore.
I didn't know there was one.
It's in the Black Dragonflight Castle area.
Where's my alchemy alchemy crafting item recipe?
The Black Dragonflight welcomes your help in repelling these attackers.
I think it's still done though. They made the most powerful blacksmith hammer freaking bind on equip, and they made it so you can't place an order for it. The whole point of like the crafting system is that the bind on equip stuff you're supposed to be able to order.
You mean bind on pickup?
Yes, bind on pickup. Yes, you're right.
Thanks. Ooh.
Like, I have the Black Dragonflight hammer recipe, but I can't make it for anybody. Which is one of the reasons why I don't get it's why it's so expensive. It's almost a one and done use recipe.
It's weird. Found it on the auction house.
The recipe, yeah. What I'm saying is like, but like for a blacksmith that is actually going to use it, what you're going to forge it probably once for yourself, and maybe reforge it a couple times to get it to like max level. But like that's all you can do. You can't make them for other people because people can't order them. It's bind on pickup, so as soon as I craft it, it's mine. Just, I don't know. It seems dumb when they made all this whole point about the system is that, you know, bind on equips can be ordered.
The useful good stuff that is needed amongst everybody is not able to be shared.
Hi, what do you need? Oh yeah? No, it wasn't for me. It's for another department. Yeah. What are you doing, huh?
I hate that arcane recovery is literally useless to me as a elf.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm playing with Ryan.
Wait, why is it useless?
Because short rest or long rest for elves, and normally arcane recovery you would recover spell slots on a short rest, but I already do that, all of them. I don't need any from arcane recovery.
I mean, technically you could still use it, but if there's ever a reason why you can't actually meditate during the rest, then you could still recover. So it's not completely useless.
Sure, I suppose. I feel like if I couldn't short rest at all, then I wouldn't be able to arcane recovery though.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, right now, a short rest counts as a long rest. It's why you get back to recovery. But that's only because for the elves, you have to meditate during that short rest time to count as the long rest. If you don't meditate during the short rest, you don't get the benefits of the long rest. So, for instance, say you're resting, but you're not able to meditate because you're still on guard because you're getting chased, then your arcane recovery would kick in and still allow you to get the spell slots back.
That's fair.
Remember, the whole reason that the elves get it to count is because they go into a meditative state. Alright, we'll give Drama like 3 more minutes to get back.
I mean, it stays semi-conscious, so I'd assume you can still like hear around and stuff. So
Mm.
I suppose you wouldn't really meditate when you're on alert, though.
Yeah.
What are exhaustion levels and what do they do?
Exhaustion levels can be used if you're not resting. Um, and that allows you to have penalties. Well, I'd have to remember. What's their conditions, right?
Yeah, they're in conditions.
Yeah. So
So,
there's special abilities and environmental hazards that I can use, such as starvation, freezing, stuff like that can cause exhaustion. And the penalty
mm,
that they let me do. So like different stages affect your stats. Exhaustion level 1 will give you disadvantage on ability checks. At 2, you have your speed halved as well. At 3, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. And then on 4, your hit point maximum is halved. If you have 5 exhaustion, your speed is reduced to 0. And if you have 6 exhaustion, you're dead.
okay. Wonder what that. Alright.
Exhaustion is something I usually tie into the fear mechanic instead.
Mm. Surprised they don't actually have a mechanic for fear in this.
I do. I don't
It
like it.
does with a
Ah.
certain books have it or give it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From the last time I remember.
So the feared way we're going right now is something you made up, right?
It's a combination of the
Yeah.
exhaustion system and the actual system.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the actual system that, and Donut's own bit of homebrew.
Yeah.
So does it?
Okay.
I'm not going to pull up the book right now, but basically how the regular system works is you're supposed to have at least 2. I think actually it's 3 fears, but I always just do 2 because it's simpler. And whenever they happen, you essentially have to roll to see how well you deal with them. So your fear can either be like unfazed because you're able to steel yourself against it in this moment, or
Mhm.
piss your pants and run away. Um,
Mhm.
and then there is the negative effects of having your fear triggered. So it can be disadvantages, it can be stat reductions, depends on the fear and what it is. And the more scared you get without resting and recovering from it, will start to affect a lot of your other game mechanics.
Okay.
It's similar to the exhaustion system, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna make a character with a fear of resting.
you're
Fight
resting.
your mechanic. Nice tank trinket, all those. Really nice tank trinket.
I was gonna say something about Donut's fear system, and then realized I was muted, like always. Anyways, your fear system is fun.
You only like it because of what happened to me last game.
No, from before, from our last
Yeah,
campaign.
it was a bit more hardcore last campaign too.
I've been easing in
Yeah.
most of the stuff this campaign. So we have more new players and
Plus, we don't really have the level to deal with that.
no, you don't. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start. So everybody is gonna come down to the Great Hall for breakfast, and Lord Renfield is there, and he says, "Greetings after breakfast," and such. He's like, "Come and meet with me in my chambers." Well, like his office, not his bedroom chambers, his office. He has a task for you guys to complete. So you guys are having breakfast, and pretty much, if you can imagine it, it's on the table. So.
Is there eggs?
Yes.
It just said if you can imagine it, it's there.
So,
And it's food. And it's food.
biscuits?
Oh,
You cannot.
dang it.
Yes, biscuits. Yes.
No biscuits, not at all.
All right.
Biscuits and
Anything but
gravy?
biscuits.
Yes, biscuits with gravy as well.
Actually, no, they're out of gravy right now.
Fuck.
No!
Yeah, they're out of magically created gravy.
How
they
dare
they
you?
have everything else there, but the gravy machine is out of
I
order.
wanna go home.
No.
Gravy is reserved for Renfield.
Magic gravy dish got chipped. It no longer works.
You guys are
You
arguing and messing
monsters.
around with your food. Vera's over. She's got like a slice of toast, and she's like determinedly putting peanut butter on it. And then she takes a pile of eggs and drops it on top of the toast, and then puts some cheese on top of that, and then slaps another piece of toast on top of that. And then she just picks up like this monstrous sandwich compared to her, and like squishes it flat. Peanut butter's like dripping out the sides and shit. And then she takes a big old gooey bite, and she got peanut butter all over her cheeks, and is just happy as can be.
This slapping toast on is
No.
pretty much a tickle to us. In our eyes.
Okay, so
Person.
is it exclusively breakfast here?
No.
Okay, I have like a giant plate with like 10 steaks on it and just a small portion of scrambled egg to the right.
Oh,
I got one avocado.
Avocado.
Unpeeled, uncut.
Just biting into it in the pit and all that.
oh.
Nutritious.
So roll to break your teeth.
Yes.
No,
That
wait,
would've
wait.
been
Strength of a dwarf, he'll be
You're,
fine.
no, you're a
So-
dwarf. You're okay. They eat rocks.
Who's got bacon on their plate?
Stay away from my bacon. I will stab you with it. I will
Like-
stab you with my dagger.
Throw her.
Does somebody have bacon on their plate?
Cyrus would.
Okay, so as you're eating, you notice like a single small piece of bacon just rises up from your plate and hovers over to Vera, and she takes a bite of it.
Cyrus would just stare daggers at you and say, "That was mine."
It floats back to you.
I reach over and grab that same piece of bacon and start eating it.
Wrap around the avocado.
A
You wish
a
to
fresh
die,
piece
dwarf?
of bacon floats up from the main serving tray and lands on Osiris's plate.
That's
Cyrus would see this, nod his head to Vera, and just stare at Kildren. Just go back staring at Kildren after the bacon lands. You wish to die, dwarf? I will cut you right here. Do not touch my bacon.
Reach over, grab another piece of bacon.
Another piece from the serving dish will pop up and float over and land on the plate.
In preparation, because he knew you'd do this, he poisoned all other bacon.
I have poison defenses, so fuck you.
Turns out Renfield just passively poisons the bacon.
As soon as the other piece of bacon will land on his plate, Osiris would hold his dagger in his hand, just waiting to see what Kildren does next.
A piece of bacon floats up and just tucks itself onto the end of the dagger. And then a little piece of potato just right behind that.
Cyrus would take the food and just stick it in his mouth and start eating off the dagger.
I grab another piece of bacon off his plate.
As soon as he does that, Osiris would go to
Back my
stab him in the hand.
I back my hand. No more.
Cindy,
You dare touch my bacon.
you roll a dex. Let's roll a dex check for Osiris, and let's roll an acrobatics skill check for pulling your hand back to children.
I leave this check.
I love how there's this giant like serving dish full of bacon, and Osiris's plate is the only one anyone cares about.
No, right? That freaking got 5.
My character is visibly and highly annoyed at both of them.
So,
Grab a piece
so,
of bacon off of his plate.
so Osiris like spins his dagger around and goes to stab Osiris or go stab Kildren in his hand, but it's greasy from the bacon, so it like slips and he misses it, and it's gotta like
Shit.
catch it. And by the time he then goes to stab, Kildren's easily like yanked his hand back at the attempt. And you now smash it into the table. So now your dagger is stuck in the wooden table.
That isn't yours, by the way.
That isn't yours. It is maybe your boss's magically enchanted wooden table.
Osiris would just be.
I look over at Osiris and go, "You gotta be quicker than that."
He
I'm
would
going
just
to
be.
apologize to Renfield for their behavior.
Osiris would just be staring at his dagger, not looking up, knowing he's going to get yelled at for this one.
The dagger starts to rock back and forth, and then it pops out of the hole. Vera is already chanting under her breath while like holding her hand up towards the table, and the table just kind of slowly mends itself back together.
But right as you're doing that, you reach in to grab another piece of bacon.
Osiris would
You
look
gotta be out of
over at.
bacon at this point. I think you're
Every time a piece gets taken, another one floats onto his plate.
Osiris would look at Kildren and say in Dwarvish, "I will kill you in your sleep."
Like, except while the dagger's floating, because she can only move one thing at a time. So while the dagger's floating in midair, no more bacon can move.
All right. Lord Renfield comes back out. He goes, "Well, you are a very busy bunch in the morning."
He started it.
Child.
Joke's on you, I'm 120 years old.
Sorry.
All right.
Vera's still eating her omelet sandwich.
Wait. Hold on. Let me catch Corpy up. So I
Yeah.
had them start breakfast before they met with Renfield for their mission. And Kildren has been fucking with Osiris, taking his bacon off his plate. And
Osiris is very defensive of his bacon.
And
This poor guy.
my brain
Vera keeps telekinetically
Vera,
adding more.
taken back to Osiris's plate. Osiris tried to stab Kildren in the hand with his dagger. He missed and smashed it into the table.
Yeah.
So now this dagger's just floating in midair because Vera lifted it off out of the table where it was dented in and fixed the table.
Osiris would take his dagger back and just put it back in his holster.
And Dell went to go apologize to Renfield about the commotion and the table.
Okay.
And then I grabbed another piece of bacon.
As soon as you take the dagger back, 2 pieces of bacon float up and land on your plate.
Oh.
Right, and as Renfield walks back in, so does Corpy and Karath and Dell. What's your character's name again?
Kargath.
Kargath. And Kargath, who's with Renfield, like, "I'm so sorry. My fellow compatriots are fucking idiots."
Exactly.
I'm fine.
And he's like,
He's not wrong.
Vera's got this gigantic sandwich in her hands that she's working on. She just kind of looks
"Oh
up
yeah, I
like,
forgot."
"Ooh, me?" Like
You
peanut butter
drinking
all
your-
over her cheeks and shit.
You drinking your Red Bull as well?
She hasn't pulled that out yet this morning.
Good.
Infinite coffee.
He goes, "Well, since..." Renfield goes, "Oh, since you're all here," he goes, "we might as well talk business here." He's like, "I need you to meet with one of my nobles. Their town has been infiltrated by a group of bandits who are posing as security for the town and are slowly taking over all the businesses and establishments. And I would like it to be handled delicately and as diplomatic as possible. So instead of marching down my forces, I would like you guys to go and see if there is any people in the town that have noticed what's going on and essentially build resistance within the town to hopefully just push out the bandits. I don't want any more bloodshed than is necessary, and if they would just leave, that would be great."
Osiris would just chuckle to himself.
Yeah, with the dynamic that's happening here, I don't see how this is going to be handled delicately.
Exactly.
He goes,
This isn't.
Diplomatically, not delicately.
Bacon.
so, he goes, he points to a spot on the map. He goes, "This is where you'll meet the noble. He'll be able to give you more details from there. Obviously, he can't go back into the town because now all the current guards, of course, would try to kill him on sight so that they can more permanently have control over Berkshire. All right? So, finish your breakfast and chop to it. Also, I know it's a magical table. Please not to scratch it. And he gets up and walks back to his study.
Butterfingers.
Fuck you! Shut up. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna cut off your fingers.
Okay.
How long you guys got?
Vera
Arath is
finishes
just
her
eating a fish.
Vera finishes her sandwich and is like, she takes a napkin and starts wiping the peanut butter off her face. Then she looks at the
Dude.
napkin and
You even
looks
eat
at
a
her.
sandwich that big?
Oh yeah, she
Like,
she totally puts that whole thing away. You have no idea where the hell it all went,
Now
but
it's
somehow
really
she eats that whole
double.
sandwich.
Watching Vera eat the sandwich, Osiris would just stare at shock of how something so little could eat that big of a sandwich.
And like, then she looks at the napkin with all the peanut butter all over it, and she gives a little wave with her hands with a little mumble, and the napkin's all clean again. So is her face.
You are a strange creature.
What? It was good.
I bet it was, but where does it go? You are so little.
She weighs double now. What do you mean?
I don't know.
I could get with Kildren because look at the freaking monster he is over there. You can see how much that he doesn't miss a meal. But you look like you gain nothing. You stole my bacon. Fuck you, man.
Pounds. I'm 4 foot tall.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like you
she's
missed a
2
meal.
feet tall and weighs 26 pounds.
Like I said, skin bones.
And she's very thin.
Right, you guys all done with breakfast?
Completely.
Alright.
Done in not a good way.
Osiris would just get up with a piece of bacon still hanging out his mouth as he goes to walk.
I will leave with another piece of steak in my hand.
Alright, so as you guys gathered up your gear, Arath is going to head to the front where we got to leave from, because, you know, he travels light. Yeah, so whatever finish ups you guys have to do, then meet with Karath.
I am good.
I'm good.
Oh, good.
Vera would have come into breakfast with all of her stuff on her in her bag of holding, her little potion bottle with wings floating around her head.
Alright.
So she ready to go as soon as she eats.
I'm gonna keep an eye
Okay.
on this one.
Alright, so you travel about half a day to get to the meeting area with this noble. I didn't actually get this noble a name yet. Shit. I figured everything else out. And that's why they have random name generators.
Just missed it. I'm gonna keep it open and keep an eye on it though. Ooh, bacon.
Oh, this is interesting. Sure. Alright, so it is Neil Brian McCormick. As I,
Brian.
as I, cho- I chose Irish and gave me like 5 names all stitched together, so we're just going to use Neil Bryan because a lot.
Neil Bryan.
Lord Neil Bryan is who you meet.
Alright.
He's got a small encampment that you come across. It's got what's left of the old guards, so there's about 20 armed soldiers with him. And they've got a little encampment set up with some defenses and whatnot. They see you coming, and he kind of like one of the soldiers like, alerts that you're coming, and the Lord like comes out and welcomes you in. Sits you guys down at the fire, and he goes, "How was your travels?"
Uneventful.
My character says nothing. Anytime I am around this noble, I am visibly irritated.
It's not an elf.
It's any nobility that I have a problem with. I just have a fear of elven nobility.
Oh, okay. All
Interesting.
right.
What kind of condition are these guys in? Are they clean, dirty, kind of ragged after fighting?
Dirty from like not being able to polish their armor, but not dirty from combat.
Okay, so as she gets there, Vera will continue to speak with them, but she's kind of like just absent-mindedly just prestidigitating everybody and cleaning them up and making them look a little more presentable.
Okay. Yeah, so he goes, so I need you to go into the town. He goes, and find any people who have noticed the coup that has happened underneath their noses. And use them to rally support or essentially reinstating him as the lord of the town. He doesn't care how you do it. He says whatever Renfield's instructions are. He essentially says to ignore them and to just get the job done.
Osiris would ask why this coup started, if he knew any details about that.
He doesn't know. He goes as far as he knows. The leader of the bandits is just a local mercenary that brought his men in and kicked his men out. Him and his men out. He doesn't know why it started. He's never had issues before. He plays the whole I don't know card.
Can I do a insight check on him?
Sure.
Alright. 14.
As far as you can tell, he is telling the truth.
Hi, baby.
I'd like to ask him if he has any sort of list of laws or anything that could show me that would cause a coup.
Night, night. Hey, give me a kiss.
Says all of his town books and jurisdictions are in his office in the town. He didn't exactly get to leave on his own terms.
Kind of figured, but
Yeah. Just
Turn that light off. Thank you.
something just doesn't fit right.
You guys see Vera take a drink out of her
Uh-oh.
can of unending
Oh
Red Bull.
shit.
And here it begins.
Osiris would immediately just mumble
Oh,
under his breath. Oh shit.
It works. Okay. I have to roll each time I take a drink because on a nat 1 it refuses to dispense it.
Yeah, Osiris just mumbles under his breath. Oh shit. Here we go.
She ate that big ass.
And I
sandwich
mumble
earlier.
under my breath, and here the fun begins.
Exactly. Hello, war crimes.
Okay, let's go talk to people.
All right,
Oh
so
no.
he says basically you go back out of the woods on the road you were traveling on, and it's another day's south. When you see the lake getting close, the map we put in maps, is that the updated one that has the town? Well, it's not.
So did we stop and take like a long rest during this
Yeah.
whole thing?
Oh, during this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you
Okay.
traveled for 12 hours with nothing happening, so you can count it as a long rest.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to do a
There we go.
D6 for my experimental flasks or experimental elixirs. And see what kind of fun I get now. A 2.
Oh no.
That is an elixir of swiftness.
Ooh.
I'm going to turn this flask or tankard.
I'd like to ask around to our party members, see if anyone has spare clothes they don't want.
Okay.
Nope.
Clothes that would fit me. So pretty much, I'm asking Osiris and Corpy.
Yeah, I got something for you.
Corpy doesn't. He doesn't carry anything except vestments around him. Those are, sacred.
Right.
I have a
See, what
spa-
do I have?
I have a spare set of robes, but they won't fit you.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Nothing Vera's got's gonna fit you.
Actually, I suppose if I get an outfit from both what's his name, Kildren and Kareth, I could merge them together, show them together, and make something out of that.
How tall is your character?
5'10", 6 feet.
Where do we see
Okay.
how tall our character is? Do we
You
have to
chose
do that
that.
You
ourselves?
chose-
Oh,
you
Yeah,
then I
we
choose it.
gotta
actually
do
have to do that.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
where do I put that in other as well, or where would I put that?
No, that would be in the actual description.
So add appearance. Okay.
Yeah. I think my character's the tallest at 6'3".
Probably.
Huh.
Actually, definitely.
I'll
But-
make mine 5'11".
Cyrus doesn't have any clothes.
Okay.
Or any spare
Grows in
clothes.
height by like 3 feet. He's not
Oh,
a dwarf
God.
anymore. No, of course not. That wouldn't actually happen.
My kiddos
I
are
might
getting ready
not
for
have
bed.
any
I gotta step away. I do still have my headset on, so I can hear you guys.
Okay.
But when I was looking it up, hill dwarfs are averagely like 4 foot.
Yeah, 3 to 4 feet.
Yeah.
Like somewhere within the 100-pound range. So I thought that'd be pretty good. I'm at a nice mature age of like 55 or something like that.
My character's at a young adult age of 120.
That's elves for you. My character's only 32, but that's elves for you.
Man, so you're like a baby to Cyrus then.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh.
Alright, you guys want to open up the map thing when you get a chance?
I've already got it up.
Yeah, I have it up.
So where
Alright, so-
are we? Where would it be?
So you're in the area of Belmec.
Belmec, where is...
um,
over here.
You see that little lake between the two mountains?
Mhm.
The
Northern
northern tip has a castle.
You can't zoom in.
I can zoom in. I don't know if they can.
I can.
I can.
Okay, if you
Yeah.
zoom in, you can kind of see
Oh.
it. It's pretty blurry.
Mhm.
All right.
It's all right.
Where am I
Ooh,
zooming
there's
in
a-
at?
There's a cave
Belmec.
down there. Interesting.
There's 2 mountains and there's a body of
Lake
water
in between. So
Interesting.
essentially, it's at the bottom of the top mountain, top of the lake, smushed in between that little forest.
Right there.
Oh, is that what that little... Right next to the trees and stuff?
Yep.
Is that what that little blob is? Okay.
And then Castle Renfield, you'll see, is way up to the top right
Mhm.
of the area. That's where the castle is actually located. It is not where you came from. Let me just be clear.
So we haven't been in the actual Renfield area, is what you're saying.
You have been. You just weren't there when it's located in its home.
Mhm.
It's a moving castle.
Okay.
What?
Sanctuary. I got
Just,
you.
Sick.
Well, if that's the case, then why can't he just take us to our destinations?
I know, right? That'd be nice.
No.
Why would a very powerful person make your life easier?
Because it would be nice.
Yeah, he's not
Because
that
We're
nice.
looking for
he
him,
could
not
do it
vice
all by
versa.
himself anyhow. He wouldn't have to pay people.
Exactly. Well, I mean, he said he wants to do this discreetly. He hired the wrong crew.
Right, so you guys are like a little bit above the forest to the right, and it's gonna take you a day to finish walking there. By the time you
Okay.
get on the road and follow it into the woods. So everybody roll perception.
Ooh,
Yay!
I'm gonna
Where
roll.
the fuck is
Terrible.
where's perception? I had a boost in perception. Oh, I don't. I know.
Hey, I'm proficient with it. Does that mean I get a second roll?
Wait.
Nope.
Do I get advantage with being a wood elf and stuff? And since we're in the forest?
Are you a ranger?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a ranger.
you-
And
did
I'm
you-
Yes, I'm
What-
per. Where is it? Since I'm in a forest, I did go with that as my
second.
area.
Hey, honey, could you refill the humidifier when you have a minute?
All right. Yes, you can reroll.
All right, so I can do advantage roll.
Yeah.
All right. Where is it?
Stinking loud.
Advantage
Afraid of fire.
roll. What do we got? 18.
All right. So you are all on guard enough that nothing really bothers you. There was like a pack of wolves, but you guys were aware of it, and you skirted it.
Good.
So
That's
you're all
bad for me.
You're all set on that. You guys make it just to like the outside of the town. Let me change maps. This one.
Hmm. That's
Hello.
Wait, what?
1 second. Why won't you work? There we go.
For sure.
Alright, this is the town. You
Alright.
guys are. I'm gonna use Corby as our party marker. There he is. Right here.
Oh wow.
Oh man, we are. It's a big map. Okay.
There's Vera. Cyrus.
Hey, look, Vera's finally to scale.
And so is everyone else, apparently.
Very big town.
You know, right?
Oh,
I get everybody?
we're small. Well, the village is big, but
You're missing the
Oh.
dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is he really needed?
No, not really.
No,
My
he's just
rolls
gonna.
have been better than yours, so.
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it. It's very mean. Alright.
I'm good at digging, that's all.
Osiris would look around for any like propaganda style banners or something. See if there's anything saying that the guy who we're trying to help is not really being honest with us.
is there a shop here?
There's many shops.
Is there a shop here?
Look how big this. Do you see how tiny we are compared to
right?
this place?
There's probably one on each corner.
Is that
Okay, I want to go to.
Alright.
What's this best option here?
Thievery.
Thievery.
I don't
Yeah.
know about
Steal
that.
from
Here.
the town, save the town.
Oh, we
That's-
see the
that's
whole
the town.
thing now. Cool.
Yeah, I decided that
okay.
I don't like the fog of war thing. So this is
Okay,
the whole town.
Ooh.
So, are we saying every building's a shop? What buildings are shops
Come
here?
on, dude.
Oh, great. Here it goes.
1 second.
Ready?
All right. I got it.
You do it. You design the town.
So as you walk into the town, on your right, you see the temple and the church, a pretty big one.
Mm-hmm.
Down that road, continuing straight, you have housing,
Ooh, archery place.
an archery field.
Interesting.
That big building there is the Adventurers Guild. And then another inn. And then an inn. Okay. Across
Big
from the inn.
arena.
Across from the inn is an arena. Next to that is a smithy. Going down the side road there is a woodworker, I believe.
Okay.
Then slum housing. The house next to that is artisan artist guild, sorry. Another temple. Across the road from there, on the tree line edge there, is another inn. And then down along the trees is more slum housing. Going back up, you see the castle, or keep, as you will. So back up to the top. Right next to that big cluster of big buildings is noble housing.
No, keep Cargarth away from there. Got it.
Across the street from the keep is more upscale housing. That whole line. On the corner, across diagonal from the archer range, is the Fighters Guild. Then you have the big tree. Next to the tree is some other kind of crafter. I forget which one. And an alchemist. Across from that is the Mages Guild. Next to that is another temple. And on the far end is like an artificer store. Down along the bottom, next to the Colosseum, that's all. There's like an elven embassy that on that corner there, like that curve. If everybody sees what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Idea. 1 second.
Here, where's my token?
There. I gave you a
Okay.
monstrous token that's easy to
All
see.
right. So this right here is the embassy. That's the elven embassy. These are all mid, not super slum, but moderate housing. What did I miss? Oh. Where'd it go? This right here, the mouse is over now, is the Thieves Guild. This is a barn with fields.
The other inn's right here.
There's another inn here. This is the university. And I think that's it, really.
Okay, so you said that there was a smith place, right?
Right here's the smithy, and these
Okay.
are the smithy and woodworker there.
So I would be able to buy a sword there, right?
You have the money.
Okay, can I travel there? That's where I personally want to go.
Yeah, leave your token.
I'm gonna go with you just to see what they got, you know.
And to say, as we entered town, Vera would have spotted the first person that they walked past and been like, "Where can I buy a shield?" And I assume they probably would have pointed me towards the smithy after taking a look at me, going, "Yeah, you're not going to be able to use anything that's existing."
A buckler is literally half your size.
Buckler would be
Exactly.
a tower shield for her.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna point you to the smithy.
Okay, so then she's just gonna toddle along and make her way down there.
All right, anybody else want to check out other spots?
I want my character's gonna go to one of the temples and just listen for any sort of rumors or anything.
Move to
Okay.
which of the temples you want to go to.
Of course, Corpy's there. He's, it's a Temple of Helm, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my motor self and go check out the university because being smarter.
And I'm going to go. Where do I want to go? Go down here to the archers area. See what's going on here.
An archery tournament.
Interesting. I'd walk
give
up
me-
to find someone. Oh, yep.
Hold up, drama. Take over for a second. You know how to do shop and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this is where it's going. I'm gonna go fill this humidifier before I forget and get paged again.
Okay. So we'll start
Alright.
before we do the tournament stuff. Let's go to the shop real quick because that's a little bit more in depth.
Yep.
Okay, shop. Who's at the smithy? Kildren.
Palin and Vera.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I will. Okay, I would ask the Smith. First off, I'll start with what he knows about what's happening.
What do you mean?
So he has no idea of what's happening. Is a riot happening here?
I remember what he said. The bandits basically sneaked in as guards and took over. So they didn't say anything.
Okay.
I don't think they said the people knew, or we had to find out what people knew.
Sounds like an inside operation.
Okay, I guess I'll just ask what they have, what they're selling there in terms of swords.
Swords. He points you to the direction of the weapon rack farthest across from the counter. He's like, we got short swords, scimitars, we got some long swords, great swords.
How much are what's the average price of them? I'll ask that.
Didn't mean to move your character. Sorry.
So they range from 10 gold to 10 gold being the short sword, and the great sword's 50 gold.
Okay, I'll buy a great sword.
Two-handed weapon.
Totally missed a perception check while I was.
Wait, what? I'm new to this specific aspect. So what exactly am I doing
So
for looking
great sword is a two-handed sword. A
Okay.
short sword is one-handed.
Okay,
And
so I
finesse.
want a great.
Yeah.
You want a finesse weapon as a rogue.
So we have rapiers, we have scimitars, we have
Okay. How much are how much are scimitars?
scimitars are 25, and so are rapiers.
They're both 25.
Yep. Back. Okay. I'm just doing smithy stuff.
Is it like a specific rapier or just a basic one?
Just a basic, steel rapier.
I won't get it. Okay, I'll say that I've decided not to get it, and
Okay.
I'll end my section here. Either of them can go.
All right.
I'm
Malvo, sir.
kind of looking around. There's nothing specific I need. Just kind of traveling along.
All right. Well, feel free to browse. And
Now-
he goes back to cleaning what he was cleaning because he doesn't see anybody else, obviously.
I was gonna say, is there like this counter here? Does he not?
I'll kind of walk.
Wait,
over
why
and
is
take
there
her
a
up-
guard
to put her
now?
on
The
counter.
little
Hold on.
Wait.
Don't you?
the little winged potion
I
vial is
walked
gonna-
out of the
Hold on,
building.
guys.
I'm looking at a line now.
Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Continue.
The little potion vial just kind of floats up over her head and kind of just taps on the counter gently as the little voice goes, "Excuse me."
He looks around, doesn't look down at the bottle. He's like, he thought it was a bug.
Seeing that she didn't get an answer, she's gonna kind of like sigh a little bit, and then the sparkles with an arrow pointing straight down is gonna appear above her head.
I was so expecting an air horn.
That catches his attention. He steps back a second and goes, "What the hell?" Looks over the bar and then sees you. He goes, "Oh, sorry, didn't see ya."
She's gonna look up and just kind of wave and go, "Hi."
And what can I get for you?
I wanted a shield, but as you can tell, normal shields are probably not gonna work for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
What would it cost to have one made?
Well, because of how tiny it's going to be, I can probably make one in a couple hours, and I'll only charge like 10 gold.
I could do that.
All right. Well, if you have anything in mind or something you want it to look like or whatever, go ahead and just leave me the specs that you want, and I'll see what I can do. And then it'll be a couple hours.
Okay. So she's gonna kind of hash out the details with him, and nothing too fancy, just appropriate sizing and dimensions for like a normal shield, except scaled down for her. And then she'll ask him, do you want all the payment now, or do you want half now, half when you're done, or all when you're done? How do you do payment?
Yeah. All payments for customer up front.
Okay. She'll pull 10 gold out of her pouch and hand it over. Or rather, it'll come floating up out of her pouch, one coin at a time, and land on the table.
He nods and then walks off and gets to work.
Do you know of, while you're working on that, of any places where somebody can find like magical tinkery stuff?
Yeah. Down the road as you exit, take a right out of the shop and go all the way down, and you'll see an inn. It's the bluish purple roofs at the end of the road.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Go to the inn at the end of the road.
So the inn at the end of the road, and then the purple building's on your left.
Okay. Okay, I'll go check it out. I'll be back in a little while.
Sounds good.
And
right.
she's just completely forgetting that her companions are still in the shop. She's just gonna walk out the door and just start wandering around because somebody told her where magical tinkering stuff is. So now she's excited. She's just kind of like toddling along down the street.
You want to do the archery thing, Donut? Because I don't know
Yep.
what you were.
Yep. So it's 5 gold to enter. There's 5 other contestants. If you win 100 gold. If you lose, you don't get shit.
I won't. Can I enter?
Good thing Osiris is a gambling man.
Kind of.
Osiris will pay the 5 gold.
I see Vera run off down the road, and I kind of just.
And I'm just slowly making my way over to the archery area.
No, she didn't run down the road. She's just skipping along, and as she skips, her scale mail's kind of like clinking along as she goes. Only she's really tiny, so the clinking of the scales is almost like more of a tinkling sound.
It's like a cat wearing a bell.
Kind of.
Right. I paid the 5 gold.
So you're gonna
is this?
roll.
I was gonna ask.
You're gonna roll your 2 hit for your bow attack.
Alrighty. Hooey.
Did Palin enter too?
Well, I'm asking
Let's
questions.
go. Here we go. That's.
I thought you paid the gold.
I did not. He did. I
No,
did.
I paid gold.
What was your question?
Okay, so is this? There's only one winner overall. There's no second place or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay, I won't do it, but I'll be there watching how he does.
I rolled a 26.
Okay. Now, roll your damage.
Alright.
Rolls a 1.
Rolls an 11.
Nice.
Or rolls an 8 but gets 11.
Yeah, wait till we hit
That's-
combat. It'll be completely opposite.
Shut up, man! Don't you jinx this.
Right, that's
I'm gonna
that's
get myself 100 gold.
that's gonna get you to the next round.
Oh shit! Here's rounds.
Just
Yep.
like
Eh.
blew up the friggin'
Every
practice target, and it's just one round.
no, every round, one of the contestants is eliminated. So that was round one. So now
How
there's
many
9
contestants
people.
would there be?
There's 10 in total. There's now
Ooh.
9 left.
Here we
Roll
go.
to hit. Roll to hit again.
Strike him.
Ah shit! 10.
You miss.
Dang it! Oh fuck! No shit.
Yeah, no, you missed the target that time. You started off really strong, really strong. Dead
Ah,
at
suck it in my eyes. Who had that dagger?
ass bullseye, and then you just whiffed it the next time.
It's the bacon grease on your fingers.
Palin, who had that dagger?
All right, you guys you're out of the competition. It
Um,
continues without you.
Osiris just walk away swearing, son of a bitch. Palin, did you see that? Someone freaking shot a dagger in my face.
All right.
They were scared of me.
All right, let's see. You guys were done. You guys were done.
Do
Church?
Vera. Yeah. Oh
Vera?
yeah.
But
No,
doing-
do the church. Corpy's
Alright.
just doing what he does in a temple, so don't worry about him.
Okay. Argath, roll for tell me what you're doing.
I'm just hanging around, pretty much sitting up against the wall, listening for any sort of rumors or anything involving what we're here for.
Roll for insight. No, not insight. Insight doesn't make too much sense.
That's insight.
Thank goodness it wasn't insight.
I don't really want sight. A hand doesn't make any sense either.
It'd be like an
I was
investigation.
supposed to say
kind of
probably
thing.
just perception, maybe.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
investigation.
just listening.
Yeah, investigation.
Yeah,
makes
do
sense.
investigation.
Oh boy, it still sucks.
All right, you're not hearing anything in the temple other than prayers.
Cyrus is gonna just walk up to this guard over here.
Okay, well, my character's gonna make a small bow to Corpy and whatever wherever he's praying to, and just roam town.
Okay. I want to make my way over to the university, and I want to do the same thing that.
I'm at the university. You just need
Oh,
to
you're
go
at
to
the
the nobles.
university? Okay.
Mhm.
I want to go there. I want to do the same thing that Kargath was doing, where I'm gonna try to hear about any information.
Right.
Alright, so hold on before we
Well,
continue with that. Vera's go ahead and do your investigation, and then after, well, you can whisper him what he hears.
Oh, mine look horrible.
And then I'm gonna do Vera's artificer thing in a different channel real quick.
All right, go for it. All right. You hear students studying and talking about big words, and it makes your head hurt.
Palin's not the smartest.
No.
Cyrus could be over there. They'll be dying.
Cyrus is over at over to a guard right now.
Like, what are you doing?
Just ask him some questions and stuff. Just talk to him.
So what are you saying to him?
Oh yeah, I gotta actually do that.
Hmm.
And just go up. So I'm new to town. What would be the best place to hit up for some stuff for rangers and out here?
He points over his shoulder. He goes, "Woodworkers usually making bows and arrows. I try him."
That doesn't really pique my interest. Anything crazy happen around town? I heard some rumors about some stuff.
Roll. What do I want to have you roll? Roll deception.
Perception or okay.
Deception.
Oh, deception. That
Mhm.
makes more sense. Ooh, that's a 0.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, he puts his hand
I got
on
a
his
negative.
sword. He puts his hand on his
What do you
sword,
see there,
and he
bud?
eyes you. He eyes you very suspiciously. He goes, "I don't pay attention to rumors. I suggest you don't either."
Ain't that obvious?
You're gonna get yourself killed.
He goes, "Excuse me, boy."
Oh boy, I'm probably older than you, man.
Dude.
Yeah, he smiles maliciously. He goes, "Yeah, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna live longer." We're in combat.
Oh great, here we go.
Everyone or just Osiris?
Oh, just Osiris.
I really wish you said beg to differ.
All right. So let's see. What would be the best thing to do?
Run.
Probably. Hey man, I
It's just
didn't
a
mean any.
suggestion, okay?
I hate to
Second-
initiate this on Osiris, but since the guard is the one initiating, does he get any sort of bonus?
No.
Osiris would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't mean anything by that. I was just talking. Hey, listen. If there's any
Did you-
person you want to keep an eye on, it's some dwarves. They're just crazy. He'd start talking, acting like he's drunk and everything.
By the way, the guard is a dwarf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And like I said, you
No.
need to roll initiative. So roll initiative.
Initiative. Fuck me.
I kind of just. I need to go
6.
find some popcorn.
Oh, let's see what he got.
Why don't you
That'd be
move
great.
your character over there so you just watch what happens?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna. I'm gonna sit on the corner of this building and peek.
No.
It's
Yeah,
going
but
to swing.
Oh,
And...
I know that's probably not.
come on.
Does 16 hit you?
Son of a bitch. Yep. He hits me.
All right.
Let's see how much I lose.
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what does he do?
He slashes you with his sword.
Ooh.
Osiris be like, ow, man, what the
It's your turn.
Oh, let's see. He tried to calm him down, be like, hey, I didn't mean anything by this. Freaking
Roll
already
persuasion.
attacking me? Roll deception now?
Oh, persuasion.
Persuasion?
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Fails to
10.
accent.
Yeah.
Nope. So,
Can't do anything else on your turn?
can I attack still, or is that count as my action there?
No, that didn't count as your action. You can still attack.
Alright. I would take my quarterstaff and just try to hit their weapon out of their hand.
Hold to attack.
Shit.
Yeah, no,
11.
you miss. You miss.
Nope. Shit. Hey.
Your turn.
I run around the corner to try and stop what's going on. I go, hey, what is going on?
Oh, it is?
60. Wait.
Wait,
Okay,
what
so you're.
happens?
Oh, okay, wait. I gotta do this. Okay, so he's gonna finish his attack, and then Children's gonna interrupt combat for talking and see if he can stop this fight. But he just rolled a 16 again, so he's gonna
Yep,
hit
he
you
hit me.
again.
How much?
I gotta see. 1 second. Another 5.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
I'm starting to love this more and more.
So he
Alright.
slashes you. He sees another dwarf around the corner, and the dwarf says,
Oh, you talking about me? Oh.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I go, hey, what's going on?
My character would just be there acting a little drunk. There's 2 of them.
Fuck. I'm so
Dwarf racism. Is that one of your characteristics? Is it just dwarf racism?
No, he's got he actually has friends who are dwarves, which is funny. I don't get there is something in his backstory with a dwarf, so that could be a possibility.
I look at the
wait,
ground.
so wait. So you said, what's going on here? He said, oh no, there's two of them.
He says it in a little bit of a slur and
The
everything,
guard,
trying to act
the
drunk.
guard drops his longsword and takes out his battle axe.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that.
So,
Is that
Osiris
what you,
is like, oh
is,
shit,
is that
here we
is that
go.
what you is that what you said to the dwarf?
Yes. We're not
He
gonna
goes,
do that.
he goes, and I'm a town guard, and this man assaulted me.
Yeah,
You gonna
Came
really
and
get in my way?
touched you.
I'm going to take him away. He's being a dumbass right now.
Fuck you,
We're
man.
gonna take him away.
Roll persuasion.
Please, for the love of God, actually roll something good.
I've got hopes.
Ooh,
For-
I hope I don't.
For the love of God, I've been rolling
Exactly.
shitty.
Hey!
Here we go. This is how
Yeah,
Killjoy and I either become
yeah.
buddies or hate each other.
He spits at Osiris and says, he goes, "This is your last chance, brother. Stay out of it." And he swings his great axe at Osiris.
Fuck you, man. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, he missed.
Wait.
It lands like just misses cleaving you in half and hits into the ground.
You missed.
I look at Osiris and say, "Shut up," and then I look over at the guard and say, "All right, let me just take him out of here."
I want the guard to say no.
Oh, persuasion again.
There we go.
Yeah, he picks up his battle axe off, takes it out of the ground because it like sunk in, and puts it on his back. He kicks up his longsword into his hand. He goes, "I see him again. He's a dead man.
Yeah,
Get him
fuck
out of
you.
here."
I understand fully. So,
As we walk away, as you do that, Osiris just starts stumbling, trying to act like he's drunk and stuff.
I
Right, you
kind of
guys-
slap him on the back a little bit, not hard or anything, and say, "Good job. Now stop acting like an idiot."
All right, so from now on, if you see that purple guard anywhere near Osiris, he's going to try to kill him.
Sweet.
Hold on. I'm getting the map. I'll
Oh,
put on that after done.
right.
Vera, where were you at? We needed your help here. Osiris made a
They're in their own
dumbass of himself.
industries.
Oh, Vera has no idea what you guys are doing. Like
Oh.
I'm seeing shit pop up, and I'm going, "Oh man, they're causing some shit." But Vera's still down at the artificer's shop. She's just kind of wandering around town. She had no idea what you guys are up to.
Let's just get ourselves over here so we're away from that guy.
No, you want to be farther away.
Alright, that is true.
I'm gonna go back up here towards the.
I'm away.
Yeah.
So,
So this temple this temple up where Corpy is, that's the Temple of Helm. That's where you guys, because you're in a group with him, get free lodging. Because he is an acolyte of the Temple of Helm. So
Sweet.
he steps out onto the ground. Okay, continue.
Osiris would look to Kildren and thank him for getting him out of that situation.
For those of you who don't know, if you see Osiris's token, get within 5 squares. If I can.
So, if my character gets within 5 squares of that guy, I'm in trouble.
25 feet. 25 feet of him. And he has line of sight on you, he will just bull rush you and skewer you with his longsword.
Yeah,
Damn, I missed something interesting.
It's specifically him.
Let's just
though.
say.
It's
Let's
just
say
Osiris. Everybody else is fine to get near this guard. But for the next 24 hours, if this guard sees Osiris, he will kill him on sight.
yeah, let's just say Osiris kind of did something stupid and then had to play drunk to get out of it.
Play
And it
Oh,
did
no.
not work.
Vera wasn't there. She doesn't know. As Vera comes out of the artificer's shop, she's gonna see this guard there, and she's gonna kind of walk up and kind of tap him on the leg.
Watch it, they're not nice. They are not nice
Oh,
to
that-
just talk to.
The guard, he looks down. How can I help you, miss?
Is there a healer guild or a place where people who like to heal tend to help out at?
Churches or the Mages Guild sometimes.
Where's the Mages Guild?
He points down to the road on the right. It's the big building with the blue roof.
Okay, I'll go ask around there, and she'll make her way down that way.
Okay.
So is it like this building here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So she's just gonna make her way down the thing, and she's gonna
The
hit the
entrance is-
crossroads, and she's gonna see
entrance
the
is right here.
entrance down there. So she's gonna come on up and like she has no idea what the hell you guys are doing. She's just in her own little world.
I'm pretty sure Palin Kildren are the only one that knows what happened between
Yes.
Osiris and the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are the only ones that actually know anything.
Yeah. Cyrus just be there mumbling to himself, son of a bitch, thought it was gonna work.
Now, as Vera is going around, do keep in mind that her passive perception is 19. So
Dang.
she does have her eyes and ears open for goings on around town as she's exploring. She's trying to keep her mission in mind, but she is also just being Vera, and she's got a shield that she's waiting for. And
We'll roll perception and investigation. You roll of each.
I call bullshit on that. My passive's 19. I get the same damn roll on both.
Since your passive is significantly higher, I'm going to whisper you what you know. Because I also call bullshit if your passive's that much higher.
Yeah, by all rights, my passive, I should not be able to roll lower than my passive.
Do our characters know the layout of this town? Like what is where? Like which building is which?
I'm running under
no.
the assumption
you?
of no,
No,
so
you
Vera's
don't.
just exploring.
So basically, the fog of war is off so that you can actually like move around and know that there's a building there, rather than walk face first into a wall. But you don't know what is where or what
Right,
the
we don't know
buildings
what's
are.
what.
You don't know where the noble quarter is. Like you don't know that that's the slum area. Like you don't know any of that stuff.
Which is why Vera keeps asking people for directions.
Kargath is gonna ask if Palin knows where Karath went.
I don't think I do.
Corpy knows where you went.
You were down
Corpy and
there.
Karath talk
Tip
all the
Palin,
time.
you do. You're right next to him.
Oh yeah.
My back started to hurt.
Today's just not my day. I think I had too much steak.
I'm gonna walk off from Palin because he doesn't know what he's talking about, and I'm gonna ask Corpy where Karath is.
Say that again.
Where I'm asking you where Karath is.
If I know him, he's at the university, which, from what I gather, is in front of the keep and down in the big greenish building all the way at the end of the lane.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna thank him. The character's gonna roam down here and just hang out by the entrance, sort of wait for Karath.
Cyrus is going to start walking back this way, but not in his sight, and just try to get to the smithy without getting into his sight line. Because he doesn't want to tick off the little man.
You guys see the ruler tool I'm using right now?
No.
Oh, crap. Stay away.
It's just 5 squares. You count it
Yeah,
out.
but I'm using the ruler tool for line of sight. So he actually got within 25 feet, but the building was blocking the way. So it wasn't
25
within-
feet. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, he's on the other
Oh,
side of the building though, so you're fine.
4. Okay. I'm about to say, son of a.
Like,
I'm just waiting for the guards to patrol.
if he
Well,
peeks his head
alright,
around the
let's
corner, you're screwed.
So
Actually,
Vera walks into the Mages Guild.
You see a older lady sitting in a rocking chair who is like doing like the the orchestra conducting with her front fingers, but instead of there being an orchestra, there's a whole bunch of flying shit over a desk, and she's just kind of looking at it as it like does stuff, like pours potions and pages flip and all that kind of shit. And she looks at you and she goes, "Hi, sweetie, how can I help you?"
The guards said that this was the place to go for people who like to help out with healing and stuff like that.
Hi, that it would be, but the tournament's over at the Coliseum, so we don't have much injuries right now, and the bandits haven't been a problem for the last couple months, so I ain't got anybody for you to heal.
Okay, well, I happen to be in
survey.
the area, so I thought I would check around. What do you mean that there haven't been any bandits?
Oh, well, Old Lord was dealing with them pretty well, sending out patrols to squash up their camps around the town, and they just stopped coming around.
Okay. Well, thank you anyway. If that situation changes and you see me, feel free to let me know if you need some help.
Sounds good, sweetie. Oh, by the way, and she like makes this like little bottle like float over towards you. She goes, take this with you. And it's got a bunch of dust in the bottom of it.
What's this?
You'll figure it out.
She'll take the bottle and kind of hold it up and look at it, and then she'll shrug and put it in her bag.
Okay,
All right.
let's see. Let's see who. Okay, we did that. He went back to the smithy.
All right, so just add a glass bottle and just bottle of unknown dust.
Correct. So Kaylin, when you get towards the university, roll for perception.
Okay. You know, I didn't do that earlier. The passive thing. Okay, you said investigation.
Yes. No, perception. Perception.
Oh, percept. I did the wrong thing. That one. That's still low.
Okay. You
But I
don't
will.
notice it.
I will
Kargath?
say that when he was bringing up the passive things, my passive perception and investigation and insight are all 12. That probably doesn't do anything. I'm just
Yeah, that's like slightly over average.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I mentioned mine is because they are abnormally high.
Okay.
His are almost max. So and you're only within 5 points of yours, whereas he was within like not 8 points of his. So
Okay.
okay. Kargath, also roll perception.
Oh boy.
There's some thick motherfuckers. Okay.
So
You're
out of
gonna hear an
curiosity,
owl.
Corby's rolling, insight, perception, all that good stuff to test the. Yeah.
As Vera was wandering around, when she heard what she heard, was it from the guards or was it from just random townsfolk as they were going by?
Random townsfolk.
16 perception. Nat 20 on insight.
Just checking to see if the system can actually do decent rolls.
Okay, so Corby,
Cyrus-
you're gonna overhear what we already talked about, and that it's at that location is where you're gonna want to be.
Alright, Osiris would start going to look for Vera since he would have been told by Kildren that she's out on her own. So he would go over, start making his way down these roads.
And Vera, as she comes out of the universe or the Mages Guild, she's gonna see that guard across the road, and she's gonna kind of walk up and tap him on the leg.
You can look down. What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Where is the university?
Points down towards the north. He says, go to the north. He goes, take a right, go all the way to where the noble quarters are. Continue going straight. Big building on the corner.
Okay, thank you. And as she goes to leave, now what is the condition of like his armor and gear?
Pretty roughed up. It doesn't look very like uniform guard of a big city.
She's gonna kind of be a little puzzled by that, and then she's gonna shrug, and she's gonna reach out and touch it with one finger, and with a little whoosh of sparkles over it, it's gonna become nice and clean and like polished looking. Not gonna fix any mismatch of it, but it's still gonna look like it's been taken care of.
The only thing I'm thinking of right now is one of the guards in England saying, "Do not touch a queen's guard." That's all I can remember.
I mean, Vera is Vera. She may or may not listen to that.
Make way for the Queen's Guard.
Stomping and
Yeah,
shouting out.
he looks at his armor as you're walking away. And he goes, "Hey, Pipsqueak, thanks."
She just smiles and waves and now does this guard on the right as she walks by, does he look the same?
Yes.
She's not even gonna say anything to him. She's just gonna kind of like toddle on by, and as she does, she's gonna just touch his armor and the same thing, the big old sparkle of clean armor.
So the yellow marked guards are the guards that you cleaned up, and they have a positive feelings towards you for the next 24 hours.
And she just as she's making her way, every time she sees a guard, she's gonna do the same thing. She's gonna hit that one, and she's gonna start making her way. I assume by the time she gets to here that Osiris is gonna notice her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Osiris would go up to here. There you are. Listen, let's stay away from the arena.
I'm not going to the arena. I'm gonna go to
Good,
university.
good. Let's just stay away from the arena. There's a dwarf there that wants me dead.
Good.
That's not very nice of him.
Yeah, well, I might have said something.
Well, that wasn't very nice of you.
No, that definitely wasn't. I should have realized that I was talking to a dwarf.
Just a little blind.
You didn't call him short, did you?
Oh, I said something worse. I said don't trust dwarves. They're the little ones, the ones you always gotta watch out for. And yeah, that one was a dwarf. Ended up cutting me up too.
Offended Vera with that too.
She's just gonna look up at him and say, "You know, I'm smaller than a." Right?
Yes, I know you're small, but you're fine. You're not. I've got no issues with
Vera
dwarves.
is offended.
It's just
Start sneaking around. Hearing them talk
my only
about
issue is
that.
with Kildren and that other dwarf guard. That's my only issue. You're fine. You're shit. He's
I'll
here.
walk up and. What did you just say?
Oh, hey there,
Remember when I
Kildren.
saved your ass from that guard?
Yes, and I thank you for that. Because trust me, I needed it.
Vera's gonna reach over and she's gonna touch Osiris. And another wave of sparkles goes over him, only this time he looks covered from head to toe in just dust. Like, completely unrecognizable.
I deserve that.
Well, it might help too.
That is
So
true.
then she's gonna go up, she's gonna clean this guard, and she's gonna continue to make her way towards the university.
Right, Corpy, when you get there, you're gonna be able to hear me tell you that this is the place in Owlin.
And I'm gonna get this one too.
Join the Owlin?
For birds, I would assume we both know it.
Fair. Okay.
I would
Yep.
look too.
So she did the guard right here.
Yep. On it. Thank you.
Cyrus
And then-
looked to Kildren and say, "I think we should follow her."
She hits this corner. She's gonna get that one, and she's gonna be like, "This big building. That's the university, right?"
He's gonna go, yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. And she's gonna go inside.
Oh, right.
Passing by a car again.
Cyrus would have made his way over here as well.
Which would be funnier to hell, because as all of these shiny, spiffy looking guards, just this dirt covered looking bum is just walking by them.
Giant elk covered in dirt.
It was a long fight, all right.
Not
You
pushing
should
it
see
right.
the other
The guard near the university tells you to clean up before you go inside. You get that dust in there, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah. I would dust it all myself all off. I'm guessing as soon as I do that, it'd all appear right back, wouldn't it?
No.
Okay,
It's
good.
not a magically recurring. It's just she did it to you, and that's how it is. So, like, even if you dust off your armor and stuff, your face is still gonna look all dirty and stuff.
Cyrus would try his best to clean himself off. Vera, get back here!
She's already inside.
I don't know
Okay,
how
Vera
inside
has
with y'all,
retreated
but I
inside.
feel like
All right,
Osiris
is everybody inside the building now?
I'm not quite inside, but yeah.
Sure.
Hey, look, we get a new map.
Yeah, we do. By the way, I made that map last night. It's wonderful. I know.
I can't see anything.
It was pretty good.
One second.
No, that one.
Oh, there
and
it
this
is.
one.
A whole town.
That town map was pretty cool. I like that.
And this one. I made this one too.
Good. We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, this one I was.
I love how this does not match the
Yeah,
like, exterior
yeah.
looking
Shut
building.
up.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Pretend
It's
it does.
It's bigger on the
There's a
inside.
lot of
It looks
secret
kind of-
rooms.
it's just
This is
zoomed out.
this is the main thing that we see. There's a bunch of secret rooms that cover up the rest that we can't access.
Hey, we might have put the road to the door.
No, there's a. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Eh,
Oh, well.
It's alright.
Just
I was just using that as the front door. That's like a back out into the yard.
okay. I like it. Osiris is over here dusting himself off.
So we're coming in the back door then?
Finally,
What?
Dave's.
Yard.
Say that again.
This spot here where you're putting all of us.
Yeah.
I had that like the back, like out into the back door in like a fenced-in area.
Oh.
I didn't draw the fence because I'm terrible, and it was
Okay.
like 3:00 in the morning.
So wait, so the entrance is where the
Yes.
concrete road is. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody back over there.
Because if you see the outside, I did kind of match that the steps were angled.
I see.
And those aren't so.
So you have the
Oh,
door
wait,
like
oh, wait.
right. You have the
The-
door
So
right
there's
here.
a door
by where
right
you are.
here.
There.
There's a door here because it's like the vestibule entry area. Front door
Okay.
here. And then,
Gotcha.
this room here where Corpy's already in here because he's talking over here.
All right. The rest of you can do your thing.
Osiris would finally dust himself off and begin to walk towards it. Man, that little one could be freaking mean when she wants to be.
Yeah, well, should have thought about that before fucking with the guard.
So while Donut's setting up, you enter this room and it's like a giant vestibule of, there's bookshelves everywhere, which are what the things with along the walls are. Those are bookshelves.
The fun.
And then in front of you, that's a statue of someone, a line of guards that are, whatever.
Not
Mages,
guards.
rather.
I can't. There's no scholars. Okay.
I know. So then so these two spirals, so these two here are stairs going up, and that's up. We'll have to use our imagination for up there because I didn't make that map.
You're not allowed up there anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah. But you guys will see all the bookshelves lining the walls, the fireplace, there's more couches. I just only put one in because, like I said, it was like 3 a.m. And that's what you guys would see right now. And over here is a double door. Over here is a double door into, you don't know.
I should point out that Vera was a scholar as her background, so she's going to be well versed and familiar with this type of building. And I don't know how it would work in your world, whether she'd have some kind of identification on her showing that she did come from another university of some kind.
Yeah, that's fine.
But her background should be recognizable, I would think.
Yes.
To
Yeah, in a scholar or university setting, yeah.
In the sense that one university would recognize another,
Right.
like we know colleges.
Yeah. And so if you guys, so off topic, if you guys have your backstory hashed out and where you're from, and you want it added to the Tulresa map, look at that map and decide where you want it, and I will throw something in. You guys are making the world as we go, so.
So are we.
Yeah, well,
Okay, so the fog wall that's at the top of the stairs just shows that that's where the stairs go up, but you can't go up there.
Mm.
And then all the doors that are closed are fogged. And now you guys are good.
Okay, so as Vera kind of gets in here, and she's gonna see like the rest of the group is kind of all coming back together.
Mhm.
She's gonna kind of motion for everyone, and she's gonna kind of come over towards this. I assume that's a fireplace there.
Yes.
So she kind of wants everyone to come gather around.
And just fall in, so.
Cyrus, Palin.
Oh, wait, what? My brain is.
Vera wants you to all meet up by the fireplace.
Yeah, as you guys all came in, she's like, "Come here, come here." Which
Still
she
kinda
doesn't have to
dusting
try too
herself
hard to be
off.
quiet because she's tiny.
Cyrus should still be trying to cut himself or dust himself off as he's walking inside.
Vera will gesture, and you're perfectly clean again.
There we go.
and you guys would have noticed that Corpy and his character down here, like, chittering at each other.
The ruby potion vial will kind of float down and kind of stop in front of Corpy and kind of like do little dancey moves that kind of like motion over this way. Whether they choose to interpret it as such, or because it's going to kind of like dance in front of them and then slowly come back and then stop and turn around like it's looking at them to see.
Oh, he saw you enter. He knows you're there.
Hmm.
And he, I think we'll head down there, so you can go ahead.
Yeah.
So as everyone kind of clusters around, she's gonna be like, as I was moving around town, I heard people talking about this place being in a bit of an uproar about the Lord disappearing and the guards changing. This might be a good place to ask about things.
No, trust me, these guards are not being nice, that's for sure.
I just sigh as I hear him talk like that.
Let's just say just keep me away from the arena. Let's just do that, okay? You guys go over there. I'm gonna stay away from that area.
Paras is gonna mimic essentially what Vera said, that while he's been here, I've been able to overhear quite a lot of uproar and planning about finding the missing lord and finding out who is now actually in control of the town. And they have also mentioned little things like certain shops are being extorted by the guards and others are being given more free reign than they're actually supposed to have under the law. And there isn't a lot of other talk other than maybe the churches are aware, but they also might be staying out of it because they're temples and they tend to stay out of politics.
And Corpy nods at that and says they are staying out of it, but they are aware.
So should we kind of like split up around here at the university and ask different people questions so that they don't feel like they're getting ganged up on by a group of people?
So before you guys continue, just note that Corpy isn't going to help with that because, like he said, he's part of the cleric. He's not going to get involved. And I believe Karath would also not get involved only because he is studying under the temples. That's my assumption.
Yeah, I can help you gather information, and that's about as good as I can be of use. I can't partake. Basically, if you get into a fight, I'm out.
No, we all know how good Osiris is talking, so he's gonna stay quiet. He's just gonna be background.
So I'm gonna go to the cafeteria, and if you guys need me, you come find me.
Somebody should be paired with Osiris just in case he makes a
Oh,
fool of
definitely. You shut up, you dwarf.
I would think Kargath, but he'd be pretty good at controlling that situation. I don't think I would be a very good choice because I'd probably slap shit out of him.
That is true. It'd probably turn into a brawl between you and me. Fine, I'll stick with Kargath.
Well, while they're arguing about it, Vera's just gonna kind of wander over to this mage.
Osiris would notice this, Kildren. Go on. You two small ones be together. You gotta keep her in line.
My character is gonna roam downwards towards this.
I'll stick with you.
Wait, hold on. 1 second. Let me.
I'll stick with
There's
Kargath.
a door there.
There's a door there. Yeah.
What direction is this mage?
It is a locked
facing?
door.
Oh.
Guess I'm not entering then.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The mage,
what Vera said, where's the mage facing?
The mage down here he's looking at the statue and admiring that right now. So you're behind him.
Okay, so she's gonna just kind of like tap him on the back of his calf muscle because that'd be about where she reaches.
He's gonna turn around and go, "Oh, hi, young one. Is there anything I can help you find?"
I was curious if you were well versed in alchemy.
Alchemy's not my strong point. I'm more of an architecture kind of person. He goes, but over there in the library somewhere, I'm sure there's plenty of books on it. We have books on everything. And I hear that the president of the academy here is well versed in alchemy as well.
Oh, do you know where I might be able to find them if they're available?
He's probably upstairs in a meeting right now, so he's not exactly available. But if he comes down, I'll make sure to point him out to you or him to you.
Okay, I would appreciate that. I'll go continue to ask around, and she's gonna kind of wander her way around looking for another person.
Okay.
So Is this a path that you can fit through?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So she's gonna kind of like wander through and past Palin while other people are doing their thing.
Okay, Kargath, what are you doing?
I am going to use minor illusion to create a small wall between me and the mage, so he can't see me even if he turns around. And I'm going to use my thieves' tools to.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, roll for sleight of hand. All right, you pick the lock. The door is unlocked.
Gonna casually roam in.
Osiris would just stand outside the door and watch.
My minor illusion disappears as well. I am going to acting casual and greet the mage in front of me.
Lexi goes, are you a new student here?
No. I'm just in here looking around for some information on certain things. University and all.
He goes, well, this is for students only, so please go back the way you came.
Is that guy currently playing the piano, and can I hear it?
Yes, he is playing the piano masterfully well, and yes, you can hear it.
I am going to compliment his skills, thank him, and walk out.
Oh, he can't hear you. He's playing like loudly.
Or more of tell that dude that he's very good at it, and then just casually leave.
As he would walk out, Osiris be like, anything in there?
I'm just going to tell him possibly in a low voice.
Interesting. What are you thinking?
We leave it for now.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Oh god.
But Osiris would listen to him for once and actually just walk with Kargath away from the room.
That's it for me for now.
Palin?
Uh, I don't know. I'm just looking at books. You said yeah, these are bookshelves, right?
Oh yeah. Every book, they're all bookshelves. There's those ones. I actually found the right bookshelves for it. So
Roll investigation if you're looking through the books.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice. So what you
nice.
notice is that all the books on the bookshelves are common books. Like, there's nothing on magic.
I
There's nothing
read
on
these
war.
on my pirate ship. What are the chances of this?
All of these books have more to do with like tailoring, farming, and like history. Nothing to do with actual like any book that would be quote unquote what we would think of as a combat knowledge is not on the shelves.
There's a little Red Riding Hood, Green Egg.
There's a lot of manga here.
For copyright purposes, it's Little Blue right.
Is this two-piece? I need to check this out.
Vera has found another mage and taps him on the back of the.
what's
calf.
Children doing?
Yeah,
I
Children
am
Children's sex.
checking out the statue. Just kind of looking at it.
So it's a statue of, a guy holding a giant quill, and it's made out of like super pristine marble and formed super well. And on the date it says, hold on, I'm just trying to come up with a date now because I didn't really. Sorry. It's dated like 1 BE. So right now they're in 278 BE. Just saying. It's
It's an old statue.
so it's super old.
And I saw when I saw Vera take off and kind of follow around the corner, stick around her. So
we're back to Vera.
Again, she found another mage and she kind of just tapped him on the calf muscle, him or her.
She turns around and goes, "How can I help you, little one?"
Hi, I was wondering if you knew anything about alchemy ingredients or could help me identify something.
A little bit. What do you got?
She's gonna pull out that bottle of dust that was given to her. Said, do you happen to know what this is?
I'm gonna pick it up. She kind of looks at the thing. She taps her wand against it and makes like a weird green light go over it. And then she shakes it a little bit, does that again. She goes, "Nothing that I'm familiar with. Sorry."
You wouldn't happen to know anyone around here that would be able to identify
She
it, would
says,
you?
normally she'd send you to the headmaster, but he's currently not available.
Yeah, that's what one of the other guys said.
And then she also, you notice, because you have natural perception and investigation and insight, you also notice that she kind of looks like she probably shouldn't have said that he's been busy, and kind of quickly goes back to her books.
Like that. Oh shit! And her eyes are like going back and forth, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your time. She'll put the bottle back in her bag and kind of take a look at the shelf and see if there was anything of interest on it, because she's got a couple of bookshelves right here.
Yeah.
Kargath is gonna roam up to this mage and mention that he'd overheard him talking with a smaller person about some sort of library, and I'm gonna ask him where that is.
And he kind of motions to like the whole place. He goes, the shelves, everything here. I mean, it's a giant, cool library. This is the main floor. all public works of knowledge are here.
I'm gonna thank him. Do we have line of sight, or should we have the fog of war on the cafeteria since Karath
You
isn't?
haven't been in there yet.
You guys haven't been in there.
Okay. My character's just gonna roam up towards this upper room. Attempt to open the door. Is it locked or unlocked?
1 second. That one's unlocked. You can go in.
All right.
So you see a classroom, and there's a person at the head of the with a desk, and you see them furiously writing notes on a book. They look at you. They look up. They look at you. They look you up, heads and down. They can't quite tell if you're a student or not, and they decide they don't care, and they go back to writing in their book.
I'm going to approach them and ask them what's got them so busy.
Goes lessons, because you try teaching some of the brightest people in the country every day, all day, for 5 different classes. He goes, he'll be busy writing too.
They're so bright. Why did they fail my basic math question?
My character's gonna say that's fair. Does the headmaster not take any part in the curriculum?
He's gonna stop writing, looks up and goes, he does, but only for the most advanced classes. Other than that, he just oversees our relations with the town.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna thank him for his time, wish him to work well, and just leave the room. The end of my whole bit.
As they're walking down this kind of empty area down here, Vera's gonna kind of tug on Kildren's sleeve and kind of make him bend down so she can whisper in his ear. And all she's gonna say to him is, "That mage looks really guilty about telling us that the headmaster's busy, and I don't think that those meetings are optional for him. I think he's being intentionally kept away." And she's just gonna continue to wander her way down. Sorry, I don't want to monopolize the time. I just sneak that in there.
You're good.
Cyrus would make his way to the cafeteria.
Alright.
Oh, there's no one in here.
Nobody at all.
You see a couple people. I mean, when it's your turn, you'll see a couple people, sitting around.
Oh, I thought it was my turn. All right.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, no. So when you walk in, you see 2 of us sitting at a table. You see like a magical like food hole that has like a plate of like hot food like sitting there. And you'll notice that I have a tray of it. I don't know if Corby does or not. That's up to him. And we're just sitting there.
And is it just you two in here?
Right now, yes.
All right. Osiris would see that it's just you two and just walk back out. Let's see what would be right over about here.
So who's next? It would be what, Palin? Palin, you
Yep.
still just staring at the books?
Well, I have a question. What is this room supposed to be?
The kitchen.
That's just the kitchen? Okay, I will investigate the ingredients in the kitchen.
So
The
you'll
door's
see that
locked, though.
the door is locked.
Oh,
So that's your first
okay.
problem.
Yeah, well, I thought it wouldn't be because it's actually, I see it and it's not blacked out.
No, I forgot that we hadn't. And here. Oops, wait, hold on.
What do you mean not blacked out? It's blacked out.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Damn.
want to fight
Yeah,
a boss?
So you're gonna walk up and try the door, and it's gonna be locked.
I'm just gonna pout like I was hungry.
Behind the
You
nose.
probably should. You should probably go to the cafeteria where you eat the
Exactly.
food.
Vera's gonna hear you kind of like sigh that, and she's gonna gonna say, "Go cafeteria where Corpy and Kareth."
There's food.
As she continues to walk.
Palin mopes his way to the cafeteria.
I'm gonna go all the way in the back corner.
all these guys can think about is Vera's sandwich, and now they're starting to realize it may have been good.
He's like the guy that didn't get picked for the fucking dodgeball team in gym. Now I'm
Exactly.
hungry and mopey.
So Vera's gonna
I mean,
get
he
down.
had like 6 steaks.
10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah,
See? And he's still hungry? Man.
Actually, he had 11 because he took one to go.
yeah.
Yeah, but that was over a full day ago now. So
Come on, if you're still not
A lot of
full
steaks.
How are you still full of your sandwich then?
All right, let's keep going.
Oh.
So Vera's gonna see the 3 mages here, and she gonna. Are any of them like? Are they all engrossed in books and stuff, or are they just kind of?
They're
sitting
all kind of reading. Like, they look like they're reading. Your perception's high enough to know that they're actually watching you guys. And now that you think about it, everybody in here is watching you guys and not actually doing what they look like they're doing.
there?
You
Vera's
don't know
just
that
gonna.
yet, though.
She,
Only
Yeah, that's
Vera
true.
does.
Yeah.
she's just
Only
gonna
Vera knows that.
kind of do her usual, just kind of walk up and just wave and hey.
The scholar looks down and goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
She's gonna pull out that bottle of dust again, and she's like, "Does anyone know what this is?"
Bottle of dust.
I know, but what kind of dust?
Like,
The lady who
Uh,
gave it to me said I would find it useful, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how to use it.
Goes, I would ask the person who gave it to you. It looks just like dust to me.
Okay.
The one at the other end chimes in and goes, "Kind of stupid of that person to give you dust if they don't know what it is either."
I think they knew about it, but it was from the Mages Guild, and I think she was kind of testing my knowledge to see if I could figure out what it was. Now, keep in mind, Vera's got an intelligence of 19, so she is actually really smart.
I mean, you could roll to check it to see if you know what it is.
I mean, you never told me that I could investigate it, so I just kind of just.
I didn't say
Say
you-
anything.
I never said you could investigate it.
Given some random object, of course you're gonna investigate it.
I mean, that would have been
Exactly.
the initial thing I did.
All right, roll Arcana.
I have a +6 to this, and then I roll a 4 because fuck me.
This one does elude you.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. You know it's magic dust. You just don't know what kind of magic dust. It's not a bunch of dead human skin cells that someone put in a jar. But
Where is it?
but
I
other
really
than that,
hate
you don't know what it is.
She'll just shrug and she'll start to say thank you for your. Actually, I'm curious. You guys are all at a university. You should all be busy studying or taking your classes or doing homework and stuff, but everyone's just watching us. What's so odd about us coming? When I was at university, nobody cared who came and went. They were too busy doing their own thing.
They all like look back and forth at each other like, shit. And then you're gonna notice that this guy's standing behind you.
not creepy.
Aw.
Children, probably shits his pants because he's.
Big old man just appears behind him.
Aw. Oh.
So Vera's gonna be able to feel the arcane presence of someone very powerful behind her. Children, roll Arcana.
Uh-oh. Hey, not too shabby.
Hey,
Nice.
you also feel the presence of someone massively more powerful in magic than you behind you.
Kind of just turn around slowly, like, hello.
Doesn't take much.
Hello
to
there.
I didn't mean to click that.
Doesn't take much to be
No, I
useful
didn't.
magic to someone who can't even spellcast.
Hello there.
He goes, so what would a bunch of adventurers come to a scholar's place of study for and ask all kinds of questions?
It's a school. Here to learn.
Vera pulls out her dust and she's like, I was trying to figure out what this is. And I went to a school similar to this, so it seemed like a good spot.
Roll
Plus,
persuasion, because you're not lying.
Let's see. I have no bonus to this, so.
No, I mean, not that bad.
He telekinetically takes the jar from you and brings it to his hand. He pops open the lid and sniffs it, closes it, and like floats it back to you. He goes, "It's soul dust." He goes, "Now that your fake excuse for being here is handled, why are you here?"
Uh-oh.
I start to shiver. Yeah, I quiver and shake and.
Bottle of soul dust. All right, that's interesting. Vera's gonna look at the dust and say, huh, neat. And then she'll put it away and she'll say, well, as I was wandering around town, I was hearing some things and I thought I would come and check it out because I like to learn things.
The headmaster's gonna kind of smile a little viciously. He goes, "Normally, I'd love to have a verbal chess with you about why you're actually here and what you're trying to actually learn." He's like, "But right now, I have no time for games. So spit it out."
I know play verbal chess. People say that there's something going on around the university. What was it that I heard? Hang on, let me. They said that the university had been in an uproar about the Lord missing and the guards changing. And
Yes.
I was curious to find out more about that, so I came to the source.
He's gonna snap his fingers, and now everybody sees these giant celestial-looking beings all over the place.
No shit.
Go ahead, officer. Say something. Fucking say something.
Oh, sorry. She just starts to looks down and just pulls out his what's it called? His journal and just starts writing in it, just acting like he's doing something.
The headmaster's gonna go, "And why is that of interest to you?"
Because we were sent by the Lord who got thrown out to see if there was something we could do about bringing him back.
You feel him psychically probe your mind and sees that you're not lying. He goes, "Interesting. I assume the Lord had actually been killed at this point. He still lives?"
For the moment, we're trying to make sure it stays that way. Are you trying to keep him that way, or are you trying to end him?
I have no desire for him to live or die.
The entire tone of her speech is, she's not accusatory at all. It's like, it would be like a 5-year-old asking a question. It is 100% innocent.
Oh, you're making it seem that way. I'm just saying. It sounds pretty innocent to me.
Yeah, it does not sound like an intellect 19.
He goes, honestly, he goes, I don't really care if he's alive or dead, but I don't want this town being controlled by a bunch of ruffians.
The guards definitely did not seem right. Their uniforms aren't what a guard should be.
He goes, that's because
They
they're
were
not guards
rough.
at all. They're brigands.
Well,
The
that makes sense.
stupid lord went out with all of the town guard to finish off the bandits, and you know what came back? The bandits.
Well, that wasn't very smart of him.
No,
Nope.
he's not very intelligent. He's just power hungry. But this is mostly a merchant town, other than the temples and our school. He goes, they're greasing enough palms that everyone's turning a blind eye to that. The fact that all of the town's guards are not people from the town.
You sound like you want to do something about that.
I'd very much like them out of my city.
Do you have an idea on how that might be accomplished?
He goes, unfortunately, I don't have the manpower to take back the entire town when I don't know what the rest of the town will do. I can keep the school defended. Emotions to the celestial summons that are all
I
over
was
the
say
place.
she's gonna look up at that thing and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I can see that."
He goes, and I can keep my students safe. He goes, but that's about the limits of my power. I don't know about the guild halls or the adventurers guild. I don't even know about the merchants. I can't even step outside of here without fear that they'll take over the school. So I am stuck here.
Well, I don't think anyone would blame you for looking to protect your students. I mean, kind of your whole thing as headmaster, isn't it?
He nods.
No. I suppose we could kind of look around some of the other places and see how the other people feel, and if we could get enough of the businesses and guilds and places to be ready to drive the brigands, as you called them, out. Maybe we could get some proper guards back in place, whether it be the old ones that left, or you hire new guards from the people within town.
Does that work fine? He goes, feel free to come and go from here as you please and tell me the information you require. He goes, I do have some ties with the churches, but they won't move unless their people are at risk. And right now, the only thing that's changing hands is gold. The churches will not interfere with that.
I don't blame them. There's no reason to put people at unnecessary risk if we can avoid it. But if we can rally enough of the town, maybe the guards and whoever took over will peacefully leave when they see they're not wanted.
I find your optimism sickening, but very well. Do what you can. I'll be in my office. And he just walks away.
Before he takes off,
Oh, wait.
I kind of say, it seems like it could have happened as like an inside job. Do you know of anybody that may have brought this in, who may be a part of the bandits just coming in?
I don't know. The only thing only business I have outside of the school is paying taxes and occasionally answering the dumb lord's questions. I try to stay out of politics. It is not my forte. I don't have the patience for it. If there's someone in his house that betrayed him, then they'd probably still be in the keep, which is still heavily fortified, and the automatons are still functioning, which means somebody is still powering them.
I Thank you.
When he said he stays out of politics, Vera's gonna giggle and say, "He's smart." and then when he says that the automatons are still being powered, she's gonna look at Kildren and after he leaves and say, "We should probably find out who's powering those."
I agree.
Well, since we're here, shall we get some lunch and round up the rest of our group and then see what we can find out?
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's head towards the cafeteria. Let them know what we know.
All right, she's gonna set off that way.
All right.
My character is going to tell Osiris that I'll be right back. Gonna go down, step in the room, toss the mage a gold coin, and tell him it's for the piano player, and go to the cafeteria.
Cyrus would come into the cafeteria with them. Sit right behind Carpy.
Phew. I didn't feel safe with you behind me.
I would have so stabbed you in the neck. But I'm gonna be
There's-
nice.
Vera's gonna sit down and look around and see what food options are.
I look over at Palin and tell that mopey bastard to get over here.
I just kind of shoulders hunched forward and head down and kind of like just shuffling along.
Stumbling over.
Raymond, pull yourself together and get over here.
Like little sparkle daisies are popping out over his head and stuff.
Should have made a rain cloud appear or something.
Oh, I can do that. And then a rain cloud of like little sparkle raindrops are falling on his head now.
Use minor illusion to give it some thunderstorm noises.
This poor guy.
All right.
Now what?
Oh.
Are you?
Well,
Is Vera gonna tell us what happened, or is
Yeah,
something-
she's gonna recount her conversation with the Archmage and what he said about the constructs in the town still being powered. And it's gonna be odd to her that if the people in power left, whoever was in charge of powering them either got left behind and is still being coerced into powering them, or is working with the new management. Either way, they should find out who is powering them and try and have a conversation with them.
Cyrus would agree with Vera.
Anybody else?
I know, right? Children is being awfully quiet over there.
My character's just listening.
Yeah, I'm still mopey.
yeah, you are. It seems to be some sort of an inside job. Bandits don't just come in and take over when they're out. And as Vera was saying, the town is still powered by someone. So we'd like to go check it out.
Well, if enough gold is changing hands, like the Archmage said, then the person powering them may not care. They may have some leverage on them, some debts, and they may be holding family member hostage. There's many reasons why somebody might be coerced into doing something that they don't necessarily want to. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're willingly involved. It could also just be that, old Timmy's been doing it for 75 years and he doesn't know anything else and he's just going to keep doing it until he keels over.
My character's going to add in that from what I heard about their conversation from Vera, the old lord doesn't exactly seem the smartest nor the most trustworthy either.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
the fuck are the books basic? He seemed honest, but the books are basic.
Ver- Vera
Face.
will if this floor is open and accessible to the general public as we were welcomed in here and allowed to peruse, they would likely not have anything that could be construed as dangerous available. I would expect that anything that you were interested in looking at would probably be kept in a more reserved or restricted section. Combat spells, potentially dangerous alchemical concoction recipes, that kind of stuff would be well guarded and monitored in the school. It certainly was at my university.
Well, he did find his Naruto manga on the shelf, so I think he found what he was looking for.
Oh, we had an entire section for entertainment reading. In fact, that took up half the ground floor.
Well, shall we head over and investigate some of the situation?
I would just like to point out that just if this was Family Guy, I'd do like a quick cutaway to Vera's university and like just imagine like a manga shop, and that's what the ground floor looked like.
Yes.
Damn, I belong there.
So Corby reminds you that he is still part of the church and the Temple of Helm, that he can't help in any way at the moment. He's said that, you guys know that the headmaster has told you now that the church is no, and they won't get involved unless we're threatened. We haven't been threatened in any way, shape, or form, so we can't, and that's an order directly from the main Temple of Helm that is telling us, not to interfere. And he's basically told an edict stands that the church will not help unless the church is being threatened.
Understandable. Churches
And
tend not to be violent.
He is upset that the town guard was, replaced, because most soldiers in any human or people that follow these gods, most soldiers in a guard or an army follow either Tyr or Helm, and this town was very Helm prevalent, so he does say that he's not happy with that fact. But
are these new guards not followers of the church?
Corby thinks for a second and says, not that he hasn't heard, whether they are or they aren't. Each person has their own belief.
That is fair.
And Karath goes to explain that from what he's been able to dig up is that the guards are the brigands. That part seems to be true. And it was in the morning, the town guard and the Lord went out to squash them, and at night, the current people came back. And that eventually, as long as the merchants make money and gold is changing hands, merchants aren't going to put a stink up about it because nothing's changed for them. They don't care.
So the old guards didn't come though. From
Correct.
The old lord. Did the old
Yeah.
lord say anything that may have happened to the guards? Or did they...
No, the Old Lord's not back right now. The Old
Lord's
Lord
not
is
back.
Talk to him,
missing.
didn't
No, it's Archmage.
No.
In the beginning.
Oh,
outside of town.
Renfield. No.
No. Neil
Before we
Bryan.
got here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lord Neil Bryan is who you guys talk to.
Yeah.
He has like 20 men left. That's
He
all
is the
told
Old
you.
Lord, correct?
He is the old Lord.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But he has 20 men
my
left.
character is gonna ask Corpy if Helm will still provide healing to them if we were to get in a fight with due to these politics.
The church won't turn around. The church doesn't turn away hurt people. They'll heal whoever needs to be healed, whether it be brigand or guard.
Awesome.
Vera's sitting there chewing her lunch, and all of a sudden she kind of perks up and says, excuse me for a second. And she'll just hop down off her bench and just kind of wander out. And she's gonna poke this one again on the calf.
She says hi.
Hi, I got a question for you.
Yes.
How many guards protect this town?
Probably a couple hundred.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you.
there's
she's
a
gonna
couple
walk away.
hundred missing.
She's gonna come back in the cafeteria, sit back down, and start eating her lunch again.
So, what happened?
The mage outside says that there should be a couple hundred guards in town. That lord that we talked to only had 20 men left.
And they sent us 7? Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
2 of which of us can't even participate.
That is true. And 2 of us can't even fight, so they only sent...
Well, if we're counting Osiris, that'd be 3.
Kojin?
He can try.
Kojin?
He can start a fight.
I got a bullseye in my first shot.
I don't know.
And then a hard miss on the stack.
Shut up. They freaking... someone shined a dagger off the sun and it bounced into my eyes, okay?
And then you got
Well, it's not my fault.
by a dwarf. And then a dwarf saved you, so...
Yes, and I said thank you for that. But don't think a freaking pass behind us. I'm still going to beat you.
Do we have an idea of what we should do first?
You said the the Archmage said that he doesn't know if the guilds are with him, right?
Right. He's not sure what their plans are for whether they're going to stand against the brigands or if they're just going to continue to allow them to function as long as status quo is maintained.
So what if we stop by at the guilds and see where they stand?
We could do that. Maybe we take a stop off at some of the artisan shops first, because how long has it been since she was there last?
At 3 or 4 hours.
She's like, my shield might be done. If we end up getting in a fight, I think I might want it.
That is true. We might want that.
So why don't we finish eating and then go visit the smithy, and we can go from there.
What do you guys think? Because that sounds fine to me.
I'm going to agree and suggest that people split up depending on what guild would fit them best.
That is a good question. What guild would fit Osiris?
What is he?
What were the 3? He's a ranger.
So
He's a ranger
just
fighter.
like any major game. You got the Mages Guild, the Thieves Guild, and the Fighters Guild.
Fighters is probably best. Oh crap! That stinking.
Are we ready to go?
I don't know. You were gonna multi-class into rogue, right? Oh, you're fight. Okay, never mind.
I'm fighter because rogue. Yeah. Dang nabbit, son! I gotta go past that stupid dwarf again.
Vera finishes her food. Are we ready to go?
I'm gonna offer to Osiris that I go to the Fighters Guild and he can go to the Thieves Guild, since he's a ranger.
That might be better for me. If you see that dwarf, make sure you punt kick it.
Alright, I'm gonna switch maps since we're all heading elsewhere.
All right. So as we hit the door, Vera's gonna reach back, tap Osiris on the leg, and he's instantly head to toe covered again.
Son of
a... she's gonna say, not to is disguise.
You couldn't have waited till we got out the door?
That's
staying...
Oops.
You mean outside or out of the cafeteria?
Right. When we hit that vestibule, before we walked outside, that way the guards didn't see the shift.
Okay. That's not good. That means that...
Count 25.
What happened?
Where's that bastard at?
Before my character leaves the academy, he's gonna put on part of the bandit disguise, so he just looks a bit shabbier.
Okay, where is that dwarf at? Oh no.
And the other half of my outfit will be my gladiator
someone...
outfit.
Hey, all of their markers are gone.
Yeah, you gotta click on them.
Osiris will do a quick...
No. So the players have to click on them so they pop back up.
Oh, there.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, phew. That's
All right,
where
they're
he
still in the
is.
same spot.
Yep, good.
I think Osiris and I should go for a walk over to the arena.
Nope, me and you are going to the Fighters Guild.
I'll go to the thieves.
I ain't going anywhere near that arena until Mr. Dwarf is dealt with.
Oh, don't be scared now.
Vera's gonna start making her way back this way down towards her.
This was the thieves right here, right?
Thieves
I,
all
No,
the way
that's
down at the
the
bottom.
inn.
Thieves is here.
Uh,
The giant marker is. Mage
Oh,
is
that-
here.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
thieves.
And then this is fighter.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
fighter.
okay.
No. Fighters
Alright.
is right here.
Yeah, Fighters.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's-
Fighters like the
Wait,
mini
I-
castle thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
this is
could've-
fighters. This is
I could've gone
Merchant
with
Guild.
fighters.
Or this is the Adventure Guild right here.
Your problem lies here. I don't see how you could go to fighters.
Fighters
The
is up.
fighters is right here.
Fighters is up
Yeah,
here.
fighters right here.
Fighters is where I am.
The
So I
big
could've
brown
gone-
building is the
so-
Adventurers Guild.
So if Kargath wants to switch, we could.
Yes, this is the Adventurers Guild. This is the
Okay, adventures. I got
Merchants
those
Guild.
mixed up.
Fighters works better for me, but I'll leave it up to you. I'm good with either.
I'm fine going
You
with.
stay on the
with-
west side. You stay on the east side. We got this.
I guess Palin and I will go to the
Oh no.
this guild. The Thieves Guild.
Alright, so Vera gets in there. The guy sees the door open and doesn't see anybody after that, so he assumes it's you and sees the bottle. So he like opens the gate to go out to greet you and hands you a shield perfect size.
She's gonna kind of look it over and she's gonna be like, "Hey, this is really cool." And she's gonna slip it onto her arm and see how it fits. And I assume it's gonna be just like perfect for her.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna be really happy about that, and she's gonna take an extra gold coin out of her pouch and hand it to him.
He bows and thanks and says, "Hope it serves you well here," and then skitters back behind the thing and gets back to cleaning things.
Well, I hope. Actually, I have a question for you. What do you think about what's going on around town? You noticed anything different?
Nope, I haven't noticed anything different. I just get gold.
None of the guards are coming in to have their equipment maintained?
So many people in this city. I get people in all the time in guard outfits. Who knows who's who?
Okay. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
And she'll make her way back out. She's gonna make her way down. Let's see. She'll go down and see that. She's gonna go to the Mages Guild again. So back to where she came from. Oh.
Ooh. Who's next?
One sec.
Yep.
Yeah.
Abominable.
I changed my profile pic.
Where is your character now?
I just changed the picture.
No, I will be back momentarily. I'll still be able to hear you guys.
So Did I miss anything when I ran to the bathroom, or just
No.
checking
No,
out?
just people going around town.
All right. And we're at the fighters.
Yep,
Yeah.
you guys are the fighters.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Palin and I are at the Thieves Guild. Vera went over to the Mages Guild. Or no, yeah.
Starting to think maybe we should drag Osiris over here and get him the dwarf into the arena and have him duke it out.
Boy,
What do you think?
I had Osiris not come over here for a reason.
To be honest,
A couple of
if
reasons.
that might actually work, but I'll have to deal with every other guard in the freaking town then, and there's
a sanctioned fight.
Actually,
if you
as I think about it,
these are
I am finding
bandits.
more and more reasons to not have Osiris over here.
Now that is just. What do you have against Osiris? He hasn't done anything wrong.
Nothing. Just the things that's happened around him.
Exactly.
All right, who's at the Thieves Guild? Palin and Osiris.
Yep.
All right, you guys walk into the Thieves Guild. It's low lights, kind of shady looking. Essentially, there was just like a really big bar, and there was lots of people staring daggers at you as you walk in because no one recognizes you.
Well, interesting. Let's see. Osiris, he would just walk up to the bar and be like, "So, anything to drink here?"
The bartender spits a toothpick out onto the floor. So he goes, "Members only." And I don't know you, and I don't see no member sign. So get out.
I'll just shout out at the entry. My name is Palin. I'm a former pirate. What do I do to become a member?
I hear Freebird start playing in the big fucking brawl in the middle.
I was thinking, it's just gonna be it's gonna be you guys just come down and there's Palin and Osiris standing in a bunch of bodies.
No, I'm waiting for my response.
The bartender motions for you to sit down next to where Osiris is standing.
Okay, I'll go over there.
He takes out a tall glass and he pours the nastiest grog that you have ever smelt into it. He goes, "Prove it, pirate," and he tells you to drink it.
I
Just
drank
nudge
it.
Palin.
He drinks it.
Yeah. Just nudge Palin and be like, "Go for it."
I do.
I'm scared.
All right,
Yeah, he's
roll
poisoned.
a Constitution check.
Oh, thank goodness I didn't drink it.
Maybe you should.
Shut up, man. That ain't my specialty.
Is the check the top ones?
Check is.
Yeah, check is the
Yeah.
top.
Ooh.
All right, you get it down.
And then it comes right back up.
No. You're good for now. He goes, "Well, you're definitely a pirate. Only pirates could drink shit."
Oh,
Yeah.
Ain't that the
He takes out-
truth?
He takes out another glass. He pours what looks to be like top quality ale, and he goes, "Wash it down."
Okay, thank you.
He goes, "What do you want?"
I'm just wondering what you guys think about the guards in town. And how they are for you guys.
They're guards, and we're a fine, upstanding establishment. And he chuckles. He goes, "So we mostly get along."
What do you think of the Lord? How has he treated this fine establishment?
Lord doesn't come down to this end of the town.
I know that. Really think he would? No, I mean with the taxes and stuff. Have they been harsher with those, or have they been pretty nice with it lately?
Taxes. I don't pay any taxes.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
They're thieves.
I know that. I'm just saying if they would answer.
There was a
Sorry, kid.
fine.
Osiris ain't a thief. He's a freaking ranger and a fighter. He ain't.
Rangers tend to
Well,
fall in
I
on
mean,
the Thieves Guild quite often.
he is a thief. He has stolen before, but he's not actual thieves guild material here.
Roll
That's
a
why he stuck
d20.
with Palin. Oh crap! Here we go.
Yeah, I don't think he could have held.
Just a
down
standard
King
D20?
Lang.
Yeah, just standard d20.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh,
fuck!
boy.
Fuck! Fuck!
Ow!
Why did I only got one natural 20 in the beginning? No, it was a 19 in the beginning. That's all I got in the beginning, and now I'm.
No, it's not. It's not that kind of one. So you're okay for once.
Oh, thank God. What
Um,
is this type of one?
you hear the familiar fluttering of wings, and you look behind you, and Karath walks in,
Oh shit!
and he
Here we
flies
go
up.
again.
He flies up to the table next to you guys. He sits down. He takes out of his pocket a coin, flips it to the barkeep. The barkeep snatches it, looks at it, flips it back. Karath catches it, puts it back in his pocket, and he pours Karath a drink. He goes, "Lord's in the back." Karath just nods and like flutters to the back of the bar.
Cyrus would just look over at Palin. Be like, "Did you see this?
Yeah.
Last I knew he was a
Flat out.
monk. Why is a monk working with this?"
He's a better non-thief than you. I'm sorry. I gotta keep my mouth shut.
I will stab you the next time I see you.
Well, we're characters aren't talking. It's just
True.
out of that.
But
What do you guys? I mean, what do you guys do with that
What
information?
do you do? What are you gonna do? You just saw someone you know go somewhere you weren't told even existed.
I would follow him. I'll drag Palin with me because knowing he's probably a little drunk right now.
Okay, I guess.
Come on, bud. Let's go this way.
So as you go, the bartender chuckles and goes, "Noobs."
I'll just flip him off.
Really?
No, I was joking. It was a joke.
No,
It was a
too late.
joke. It was
Roll,
a joke.
roll performance. Roll performance.
Oh,
Good is that
God.
middle finger?
You better roll
It's
so low
negative
that you
one.
can't even lift your hand.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, the bartender is mildly amused you dared to flip him off, so he doesn't have you killed.
Oh, thank God.
So you get to the back, and Karath's sitting there talking to some dude as you walk up.
Sorry to
He's gonna-
interrupt.
He turns and goes, "You guys are so lucky I came to bail you out. You've been dead men."
Oh god.
No shit. This
I'll
guy's
say he
drunk over
probably
here.
would have. I wouldn't.
Shut up!
Link me.
Dude, you should die.
Seeing that this is not a good time to be a smartass, Cyrus, just shut up.
Nope, you already said make me.
Shit.
And you're at a thieves guild, so right now Karath has to act like his thief self, which means he can't let that go.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
I think you
Gonna
guys.
just open
I
palm
think you
slap
guys
in the
forgot
face.
Karath's background.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. He used to be. I forgot about that.
Alright, so a 19 hits, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Let's see what happens. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Ooh. I do 6 ice damage to your face.
Ooh, that's cold. That from
I
that
use
hit.
Bruce.
From that hit, you would see Osiris is taking a bit of damage to him now.
Osiris took damage earlier too.
Yeah, I know.
He's down a total of 16 health points.
I'd be down to. Wait. How am I doing? Why am I at 8 then?
5 minus 5 minus 6.
Where did my mask go? But
16 total health points.
I know, just don't get why it's saying I'm at 8 then. I ain't arguing with it. Never mind. Osiris is not that beaten. I don't get why it's...
And then I'm going to essentially kick you in the nuts while you're like face down with the frosty face, and I'm gonna then whisper in your ear, "Don't be a dumbass here."
Ugh, Osiris just hit the ground because obviously he'd be in a little bit of pain. Be like, I'll get you back when I can stand up.
You really don't get it. So I put my claw against your throat and be like, "I really don't have a problem sinking this in. Shut it."
Fine, fine, fine. I'll shut up.
So he takes her claws off her throat. He goes, "Newbies, what can I tell you?" He goes, "Put them to work." And he like flutters out, and the guy that he was talking to, he goes, "So, you think you could be thieves, huh? Well, you at least are standing. And I've dealt with worse than you," as he looks at you on the ground.
Yeah.
So basically, he's going to tell you that they have a job, and the job is to go to the nobles' quarters, and you're to steal some land documents that show that one of the lesser nobles owns the arena,
Interesting.
and that's your initiation mission.
Good thing my stealth and sleight of hand are good.
And then he motions for you to get the hell out of his bar.
Of course, it'd be Osiris. He'd get up, grab Palin, and drag him out. As Palin's probably still suffering from who knows what he just drank.
Not really
Oh, no.
Probably
suffering.
suffering more than Palin right
I'm
now.
not really. I'm not
That is
suffering at
true.
all. In all honesty,
So-
I just get dragged around. I don't really care what I do. I'm gonna say I love this place. That's my reaction.
Hold on.
So this is in reference to something earlier.
Oh Alright.
It's now a Dad Squad Gaming Cave soundboard thing. By the way.
Nice.
Oh.
Is there, like,
Okay.
coins you can get for boosting the
So I think so. All right. So Sleeves Guild is done. Let's go to Fighters Guild.
Oh, awesome.
So you guys walk into the Fighters Guild.
Before I step in, my character uses minor illusion and like forms this very expensive, massive greatsword on his back.
Okay.
Then I walk in.
I also am holding my warhammer.
You guys
Oh.
walk in. There's essentially a upper seating area. Below that is a bar, and then the whole rest of the thing is a giant gym gladiatory arena. And there's people sparring, and there's people fighting dummies. There's people drinking. It's loud and boisterous, and there is one person standing kind of towards the front of the building, right as you walk in, who kind of looks like a butler.
My character is visibly awed by the gladiators arena and approaches the butler, still unable to take his eyes off the arena.
Ah, Tinder, I see. Unfortunately, the season's currently closed, so just training. But someone of your stature probably do pretty well. If you're feeling really lucky, you're supposed to be bringing back the Death Arena. That one pays really well. Of course, the risks are substantially higher.
I mean, yeah. Sounds like it.
My character's gonna frown a bit, hearing that it's not actually active right now. Then he's gonna look at the butler and ask if the guards have seemed off lately.
The guards? He goes, "Look, this is a fighters guild. We're bold, we're reckless, but we're not generally stupid. Those aren't guards; those are mercs."
We figured much of that.
It's good to see someone with some sense in them, and I use minor illusion to make like a sort of high pitched but not far traveling noise, like to the point that no one could hear what we're saying. And I ask him if there's anyone in there who'd be interested in dealing with these mercs.
He goes, they're not too problematic. So, not that I'm aware of, but not affecting the guild too much. He goes, leadership doesn't like it because the Lord's not here. And without the Lord, our town looks like we're not doing very well, which makes the guild not look very good. But not much we can do about that.
I'm gonna release a spell and sort of mumble that we could change that.
Well, you tell me how you plan on dealing with those constructs around the keep. And maybe if those disappear, maybe we and aren't as so lively, then maybe I could point you in the direction of people who'd help with these mercs.
I'm gonna keep you to your word on that, and then I'm gonna walk away and thank him for his time.
He says, "You're welcome."
How will we take care of them constructs?
All right, to the Mage Guild. It's just Vera. Left a little tiny person all by her lonesome.
Yeah, it's just me.
He's more bold than any of us.
I know, right? And he has the best luck out of any of us, too.
My character's situational.
All right, so Vera walks in. You see the same thing you saw before. That old lady's still there, making all kinds of things happen with her magical moving fingers. That sounded really wrong. Orchestrating all kinds of magic to happen. So what do you do?
She's gonna walk back up to the lady and say hi, and wave at
Hi,
her.
dearie. See you're back.
God.
Yeah, I had some questions.
Ask away.
Who's in charge of the powering the magical constructs? And
The Lord's wizards.
okay, but the Lord's missing. I heard that around town that he's gone and his guards are gone too, and that these are mercenary guards.
That may be, but as far as the Mages Guild is aware, the Lord many years ago hired some outside wizardry, and they have been residing in the keep, maintaining the constructs.
So nobody ever sees them. They just stay in the keep.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, it's probably a pretty boring job. The constructs are just at each corner. They don't do anything other than stand there all day. But they are active since they're standing.
I'm sure they would do a lot more than that if the keep were attacked.
Well, I would hope so. That is kind of their purpose, but I don't get to know much about that. They didn't want the Mages Guild involvement. The Lord was pretty stingy on his pricing.
That seems to be the message of the day.
He smiles and says, "Anything else I can do for you?"
How has this change of the guard been affecting the Mages Guild? Are they treating people here okay? Are they?
The guild head doesn't quite like it. The Lord being missing and the guards suddenly swapping out. Rumors are starting. Merchants seem to be all for it since they don't have to pay any taxes right now, and they are able to adjust prices beyond the controlled measures of the Lord. But it looks bad for the guilds. We don't have an actual Lord that the guild heads report to. The boss man doesn't like it. But I'm just a front desk help, so I don't really care.
Okay. guess that's all the questions I had for the moment.
All right. Well, if you need anything else, come on back. We're still open for business.
Okay. And she'll kind of just like wander her way out, and she'll wonder how the others are doing and think nobody went down to the Adventurers Guild. Maybe I should go ask around over there. And she'll start heading towards, because she saw the big building. She knows what an Adventurers Guild looks like. She recognized it as she went by. So she's gonna make her way down that way.
Sounds good. All right. If anybody else wants to now move their pieces from wherever they were after the guild interactions, go wherever you're gonna head next.
As she goes by, she's gonna prestidigitate the guards clean again. So she's gonna hit this one and this one, and as she comes down, she's gonna get this one. You know, the pissy one is now gonna be clean.
The extra dirty one from the fight earlier.
Make him blue. He's pissed but clean. He's pissed.
I mean, Vera wasn't around when he got up to his scuffle earlier.
Nope. Just Palin and Kildren. Everyone else still has no idea.
Now, the place where Palin and Osiris have to go is way up here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it is. Oh, now we just gotta figure out which home it's in.
All right, here's your free hint of the night, especially since it's the end of the night. You don't have to do the mission, just the two of you. Just the two of you need to make sure the mission gets done. That's if you want to continue helping and getting information out of the Thief Guild. Just so you're aware. All right, everybody moved where they want to go afterwards?
Yep.
Okay. Let's start with Vera this time. So you are at the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, she's gonna be kind of like looking up and around and checking everything out as she makes her way in.
So it's like a miniature castle. You walk into the courtyard. There's people's, horses and people getting parties together and essentially offering their services for different things and all that kind of stuff. And then you can go into the actual keep of the mini castle if you would like. That's the front court.
She's just gonna kind of hang out in the middle for a second and kind of listen to how everyone's talking and see if any of them are saying anything about what's going on around town. And if she doesn't hear anything particularly interesting, then she'll progress in.
All right, your passive for everything is 19, right?
For perception and investigation. Insight's still just 12.
Okay. So your perception is that the Adventurers Guild is bustling because they're expecting a lot of jobs to come through. But your investigation skill turns out that those reasons those jobs haven't happened is because the Lord is no longer here and he has to sign off on all the stuff. So now the Adventurers Guild is kind of caught in the middle of like, hey, we got told to do these jobs. We found people to do them. But we can't send them until the paperwork's finished. Which is making the head of the Adventurers Guild very antsy.
Gotcha. All right, so I'll progress in and kind of start poking around, seeing what I can find out about. Now, obviously, I'm starting to find out how the Lord being missing is affecting the Adventurers Guild directly.
Yeah.
But I'll start to inquire from a couple of different random adventurers and see if they've been having any issues with the guards.
Everybody says they haven't had really any issues with the guards. They're not normal guards, but they seem to keep, the regular laws in check. They don't do anything with taxes or anything with like collections. They just seem to be enforcing the basic rules of law. So. That's all you find out.
I suppose she'll enter the keep proper and see about whether she can have a chat with the guildmaster or not.
All right, so as you walk in, there's like a dude sitting on like a wooden throne, and it's got a giant wooden desk in front of it with all these different stacks of papers and stamps and all this kind of stuff. And he's got a giant like claymore sitting on next onto his chair. And you see this lady come over and bring him like what looks like to be a cup of something hot because you can see steam coming out of it. And he drinks it and goes, "I hate paperwork. Why did I take this job?"
She's just gonna nod and be like, "Yep, that's a guildmaster."
And he looks up and sees you and goes, "What can I do for you, little one?"
We're kind of investigating town, and I was hearing around outside that a lot of the adventurers aren't able to go on their adventures because the Lord is missing.
He points to the tallest stack of papers. He goes, "All these people found, hired, and contracted, but I can't send them until the Lord signs off on each and every single one of them. Which generally is no problem at all, because he just stamps blindly to whatever I send him. But he's not here. And every time I go to the castle to ask who's going to do the stamping, they tell me I have to wait for some freaking knight errant from some odd town down the way to get here and resume command of the town or some shit." He goes, "I don't know. I don't care. It is a pain in the ass. I just need someone to sign my paperwork with the stamp. I can't do that. So now I've got about 100 extra people who are bored out of their minds and getting antsy. That's bad. Antsy people leads to bar fights. Bar fights leads to bad name. Bad name means the less business."
What if we were to get the Lord back? Would you be able to get your people going then?
He goes, "You could get the Lord back or someone to start stamping now?" He goes, "That would be amazing." He goes, I'd give you my prize sword, but don't see, no offense, how you can do that."
Do you have the stamp to authorize them, or is it kept at the keep?
Lord's stamp is in his keep.
Okay.
I bring paperwork. They tell me to take paperwork home. I do this every day, twice a day. And the stack just keeps getting bigger because he signed off on the jobs to go on the board, but he hasn't signed off on the people to take the jobs. Like he huffs and like takes another like huge swig of his very hot drink.
Vera's not sure what to do with this information, so she's going to want to regroup with the rest of the party. So she thanks the guildmaster for his time and makes her way back out.
He says, "You're welcome here at any time. Thank you." All right. Okay, so let's see. Next is Karath and Kildren. You guys are at the mage. What are you doing?
Kargath walks in and greets the lady at the counter and asks if my small friend has talked to her about anything involving the guards.
She mentions that she says that your small friend has been there. That she already came, talked, and has left. And she also says that you're going to need this and hands you a little glass vial. It's got some type of pink glowing liquid in the bottom of it. And then she just turns back to what she was doing.
I am going to ask her if she knows anything about those shield guardians.
She goes, "Powered by mages. They live at the keep, not from the guild. The Lord got outside help because he didn't like our price rate because he's a cheap bastard.
Gonna use minor illusion again and sort of do that noise canceling sound again and ask her if they'd be able to see through invisibility or stealth of any sort.
Yeah. She notices your magic, so she knows what she's saying is like safe, and she goes, "Honestly, I don't know. Our contract, if they're using the same models that we were going to power, then yes, they'd be able to see through illusions. They're magic resistant, and they get bigger when they actually activate for combat mode. But I don't know if they use those models or not."
Oh boy. I'm gonna thank her, stop the magic, and just leave.
I am quite curious. I kind of go up to the guard, and I look at the guard and I ask, "Is there anybody actually running this place? Is there anybody of the lordship here to lead?"
Ard looks. Roll persuasion first.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
I didn't even see her. Oh, 13. He looks at you and he goes, "There's someone signing my check. Yeah, there's a lord here. What do you want?"
Oh, nothing. Just curious. It seems it's a little out of order. Just as all.
Everything in the town's fully functioning except for the arena. So I don't know what you mean by there's something out of order.
Oh, nothing. Can I just walk off now?
Okay. All right, back to our would-be thieves.
Yeah,
Found
this ain't gonna go too well for us.
you found
But
you found the district of the nobles. It's all closed up. The gates is closed.
hmm, now there'd be no signs of like different design house of matching the coliseum or the arena or anything like that, would there?
Nope, nope. None of them look like the arena.
Well, what I didn't expect that. But what I mean is like any matching statues or something like that.
One to the right, the one that's above the guard to your right,
Yeah, of
that
course.
one has the same insignia on it as some of the statues do around the arena.
We could start there. But of course, it's got a guard in front, so.
Well, like I said, the whole area of nobility is locked down.
Oh, it's locked down.
Yeah, all the gates are
So I'm
closed.
yeah, that's okay. Interesting. Now we don't have to do this, but if we want to work with the Thieves Guild more, it'd be best to do it.
Oh, I don't know where that was. I accidentally clicked that.
Oh, I
That
got it
must
right
be
there.
yeah, right about that. Is that right?
Oh,
We don't.
the thieves guild person said your initiation mission is to get that piece of paper and bring it
Okay.
to him. That is all you know about the thieves guild right now. And Karath can walk in and walk out on his own.
All right. I completely forgot about that. Uh, let's see. Now, what does the wall look like that's around this, or is it just the buildings are that close together?
The buildings are just that close together. There's like hallways down between the buildings, but those all have gates that are closed. The wall itself is like a concrete wall, probably like 8 feet tall, with the like metal spikes sticking out the top.
Hmm.
And then the gates themselves are like metal slatted gates.
Let's see my. All right. Let's see, what are my features and traits here? That can help me. Kaylin, you have any ideas?
So there's no like actual. There's no gate that like looks open that we can get through. It's completely barred off. There's no.
They're all closed.
Probably because it's bandits. Would there be a gate back here?
1 second.
Or is that just a little bit of a gap there?
Oh, there's a gate there too.
There's no guard there.
Oh, you do have to walk by the guard to go that way, though.
That's true. I would try walk past the guard to get back there. Let's see what happens.
All right,
We would
roll stealth.
stealth.
Well,
Okay.
Oh boy.
God, please work. Son of a cocksucker.
well, I mean, I'm good.
Nah, you guys.
14. Okay, you got a 14. Better than I thought I was gonna get.
All right, you guys make it through. He doesn't notice that you kind of jump back off the path and go behind the buildings. So yeah, so there's a gate there.
Okay. Is there any?
It does have a lock on it. It does appear locked without touching it.
How tall is the gate?
I told you, they're 8 feet.
Oh yeah.
Plus
my
spikies
bad.
on top, so probably
I
like
was-
10 feet.
I thought that was with the wall, but okay.
Well, it's an 8-foot concrete wall with 2-foot spikes on top. The gates themselves are of equal height, so they're a 10-foot gate.
It. Huh. Palin, you good with picking locks?
What stat would that be?
I think
That would
that'd
be
be
sleight of hand.
sleight of hand.
Oh well,
Yep.
then
Well,
yeah,
do you
I get +7 on that, so
All
Do you have
rogues
thieves'
do.
tools?
I don't have tools.
You
Dang
do.
it, that's
All
Yep.
rogues do. They
All
said.
rogues do. I do have tool. Okay, then I guess I have tools.
Cyrus just standing right there.
So do I
Alright.
roll sleight of hand for it?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet.
So
There we
as you
go.
go to unlock it, it's just already unlocked. Someone forgot to lock it.
Should have checked.
It said
Alright.
appeared.
Now, would there be any? Can I do a precision or perception check to see if there be any people walking around, or would we see that easily?
From that hallway that you're in, you don't see anything straight in front of you.
All right. Cyrus would make his way to the just to the corner and peek in there to see if anyone's around.
No sign of life.
Well, that's interesting. And look back to Palin and be like, I don't see any sign of life here.
So, hold on. This is the music I hear as they're sneaking.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going. Holy shit!
It
Stop.
is.
Sorry,
Alright.
I didn't realize it was that long.
It stopped when you
Second.
told
It
it to
stopped
stop.
for us, yeah.
I'm still listening to it. What the fuck? Why do I still hear it?
My soundboard's muted. I can't hear any of them.
Aw, but those are good. You should really turn them on.
I know, right?
I had them off because mine kept going off, and back when Hila was in the guild, he kept misclicking it mid-raid.
Misclick,
Okay, the first one was a mistake.
Misclick. Okay.
Alright,
That's all right. Keep going.
The guard. So, right about where Osiris would be the door to this building, right?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Alright. Cyrus would see if there's any look through the windows or something. See if there's any torchlight inside or
No
anything like
signs of
that.
life. No signs of life anywhere. There's no
Oh,
lights,
anywhere.
no movement, no noise.
Oh. So then, Palin? This seems a little fishy. Come on, man. You can't just
They're
leave.
just all dead. All the nobles are dead already. That's my conclusion.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Makes sense.
Well, let's see. Oh crap! I don't have thieves' tools. Hey, Palin. Oh, wait, I'll check. Osiris is gonna check first to see if this door is locked or if the door has been kicked open or anything like that.
It's just unlocked. Not been kicked open. Or it's just not locked.
Okay, when it's this easy after this thing, and so Osiris has already been through, something's up. Osiris would pull out his dagger and.
Okay, so is there any light in there? Like, is the room completely dark that we see?
It is completely dark.
Okay,
Yeah,
in that case, I'll use what, like a perception check thing, or is that possible to try to see more than that?
You should both have dark vision.
Yeah, we both have dark vision. We're good there.
Okay.
So Cyrus would pull out his dagger and slowly just walk into that building.
As you open the door, you get the hit with a waft of dead bodies. All you smell is mud and shit.
Nick
Yeah,
does
knew
not
it.
have dark vision.
Phelan, you
Yeah, I know
called
I
it. I'm
don't.
pretty sure they're dead.
So all Nick has right now is smell.
Oh, okay. Well, all you smell is blood and shit.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Osiris would look around to see what it looks like inside. So if there's any if there's any bodies, blood splatter, all that.
All their throats have been slit.
What then?
That's about what I expected.
Yeah. Osiris would walk through the building and try to find the main office of this building.
You come across what looks like the study, the office of probably the lord that lived here.
Is the door unlocked or locked?
Unlocked.
See, stuff like this is making me kind of paranoid here, man.
He's doing his
Osiris would
job,
walk
man.
in there and search the
I'll
desk
be
for
Amongst
the
amongst the
what?
papers and pens and quills, you find 2 keys.
Oh,
might
this
as
is
well take them.
exactly, but what are they? Yeah. All right. Is there anything for what we're looking for? Is that paper here?
What are you doing?
Looking for the what was it? The deed for the arena is that what we were looking for?
Correct.
Yeah, is the deed for the arena anywhere's in here, or is there what looks to be a safe in this study at all?
Ding ding ding, you did find the safe.
Oh, sweet. And I'm guessing it needs 2 keys, isn't it?
There's 2 keyholes. Yes, it does.
Osiris will stick both the keys in and turn them at the same time.
And it opens.
Now Osiris opens it up and looks inside the safe.
You find 5 gold bars.
Good.
You
Take
find
those.
a stack of papers that all look very important. And you find a jeweled dagger.
Ooh.
That's all that's in there.
Interesting. I would look through the papers, see if there's anything on there that mentions the arena or anything.
As you look through, you do find 2 folders that have the arena mentioned and a seal over one of them. So those would look to be the papers you need.
All right, stick those in my bag. Take gold bars. Palin, you want the dagger?
Yes.
Give Palin the dagger.
Guess we're good.
If you're gonna take the gold bars, you need to roll a strength check.
Oh wait, yeah, these are actual. All right, strength check.
Yeah, those are pure gold bars.
Yeah, that's right. 11.
You could carry one.
Okay,
One.
can I make my way to where he is and try to take some too?
You don't have night vision, do you?
No, I don't.
I
So
would,
I
I
can't.
would, I would
You
lead
can
him
try.
into the study.
All right. Yeah, you can go back and grab them. Okay. Roll a
Okay.
strength check. We'll see how many you can carry. You can also carry one. If you choose to carry more, you will be hindered in your movements.
No, just
Nope.
do the one.
No, I'm good there.
All right.
All right, I'd make my way out. So Palin, do you think we
Okay,
should
here,
search
yeah.
these other homes, see what they have to store for us, or get out of Dodge? 'Cause
There
I
is
mean, dude, these are rich people. They're all dead. They
exactly,
ain't gonna use any of this now.
exactly.
So I'm thinking we go exploring, don't you?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right, I picked that place. Now you pick which place we go to next.
Okay. How about?
Before I sit here and listen to you fucking rummage through every house, I'm gonna get off. Because I am not sitting here for that long.